last time in Renascence, you guys wrapped up the West Wing, more or less, in summary. You guys had finished clearing out the kobold's warren, killed some big old bugs, killed some big spiders, killed a demon of some kind, and we're looking for the second of the 3 keystones now. You guys interrogated the kobolds, got a bit of a heading, and decided to head north, check out more of this mushroom cave, and found yourselves facing down a hive of Kruthiks, these 4-legged reptilian spider creatures. Very gross, very icky, very hairy, unpleasant to look at, less pleasant to fight, but you guys came out on top. You microwaved their nest just like you microwaved the other nest, and came away with a decent amount of loot. I found some magic items nestled in there, some of which may or may not be cursed. No comment on that.
There is no cursed items because you can't tell that.
There are no curses in those items, none whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But you found some magic items. You found the keystone, and on your way out of the mushroom forest, you decided to check out this little stone facade that was kind of built into the side of the mushroom cave, and unleash a zombie clot, which you made short work of, although not before it was able to entomb Kiki in, a massive chunk of rotting flesh. Just having a great time in this dungeon.
Yay!
Which item did John take out of the loot last time?
I believe it was the +2 shield.
Yep.
Okay.
Just the shield.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. And does
you want the shield in exchange?
No, I'm okay. No, I'm asking because I'm writing down all of the stuff in my character sheet, and I don't want to accidentally cause duplicates.
Gotcha. I did put that stuff down in the references chat so you guys could see what all you got. So you have that list. Then you also found loot in the zombie monster as well. Along with a smattering of gold and jewels, there were some nice magic items inside, including a wooden staff with a small tree blooming out of the top of it, which
I'm now carrying around completely uselessly.
It was very, very, very relieved to be free of that thing. So you guys are outside of that stone chamber, back in the mushroom forest.
Did anyone take the elven chain? Sorry.
I don't think anybody took it.
I don't think so.
Alright, I'll put all these in my character sheet for now, and then if,
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. That all said, you guys are in the mushroom forest. You've only been awake for a couple of hours, give or take. You guys did a lot in a pretty short amount of time, although it took all last session. So we are picking up. It is mid-morning on the 40... Where's my time? The 48th of the month, Karen.
Okay.
Are there any questions before we get started?
We finished a long rest, right? Or sorry, short rest. We just finished.
You did finish a short rest. Yes.
I got no questions.
All right.
I'm good.
What do you want to do?
I will say there's one dumb thing I wanted to insert in here, because I think this would happen.
A dumb thing?
A dumb thing, very small dumb thing.
Go
on
ahead.
a scale of 1 to 10, how dumb?
You're about to find out.
No.
When, so Burberry had true sight on Noelle for a while.
Right.
I believe it overlapped with the short rest for like maybe 20 minutes or something like that.
I think 40 minutes of the short rest.
Yeah. At some point while Burberry is doing identify on the items, they definitely notice Noelle, like, looking at them. Just briefly, and then when she notices that he noticed, she just looks away and blushes.
eyes are the size of dinner plates, and she's just staring.
One glance and sees looking at her like straight down.
Just
Well,
that's it.
right
That's
then.
all. I just wanted to throw that in because I'm like, that would definitely have happened.
That's fair.
And so yeah, so Barry looks up and does the same thing, like blushed down, and Bert's just like.
That's cute.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, we've got a new room to tackle. I guess at the end of the short rest, we'll say that.
Yeah. Unless you want to sneak past it, there is the room of giant bugs between you and the main chamber.
I swear to God, if I get eaten again, I'm done. I'm gonna go hang out with Jade, and I'm done.
And this is where Johnny rolls a new character.
Quickly insert swallow ability onto a custom stat block for all
Literally. Kiki will literally fucking quit. Like, as much as I don't want her to, but I'm like, dude. If she gets swallowed or
Entombed.
entombed by anything again, she's done. She's gone. She's gonna be like,
No. It's just Kiki should get like an extra ability or something that's just called swallowable.
For real though.
If we just coat Kiki in poison, we can't lose the next fight.
Throw her at monsters.
It's brilliant.
It's like the gnome throwing or the dwarf tossing.
Just dunk her in insecticide and then throw her to the megapedes.
I mean, I do imagine there's a spell for that.
If it's any consolation, Kiki, you absolutely don't have to go first, okay? I think we're gonna try a different approach this time. We don't have to unlock any doors or sneak anywhere, at least, so that's good.
Or, if you do get swallowed again, just make sure that, like, part of you is sticking out or something, and then I can fix it.
I'll do my very best if I
Just,
get
like, even a
swallowed.
foot. Not
Just
like a foot,
just
but, like,
to
you know,
stop
when
being
We'll,
a
we're gonna do everything in our power to make sure that you do not get swallowed again.
At least not that way.
Anyway, no swallowing at all in the future, hopefully.
No.
Fucking Barry or Burr opens his mouth and Barry gives him a hard pinch.
What?
Okay. So we know that there's... So the only thing about this next room is we could just sneak by the bugs again, but we do know there are doors beyond them that we haven't looked into, if we want to.
Also, we did say we would clear it out for the kobolds so they can get the rest of their house back.
That's true. We did say we would do that. So we probably should. I suppose.
Are you sure we have to?
We don't
I'm very
have
enthused.
to, but...
I don't really want to.
I know, but... Burberry's right, we did say we would.
You said you would. I never made such promises.
That's
Promise is a promise.
I didn't make the promise, and I have been swallowed many a times. I think I have done everything as required of me.
What if I offered you one of these magical items to sell for a lot of money?
good work, Burberry.
Kiki thoughtfully strokes her chin.
And you need money.
Magical items do sell for a lot.
You could have this +1 sword.
No.
And for what it's worth, Kiki, there probably is
Very
still a lot of tomb to explore, and who knows how much more gold and stuff we're gonna find. We just found 3 magic items inside a pile of corpses. If there's entire rooms that are unexplored.
You see you're like visibly shiver when you bring up that corpse.
Yeah, sorry. The point stands, though.
Fine.
Wait, does a +1 shield give you an extra boost to your AC?
It does.
It's an extra 3 AC in total.
I can bring up my AC to 22.
Nice. I don't think shield would be attunement either.
Nope. Burberry quietly swaps shields.
Nice shield, Burper. Okay. With Kiki enthusiastically recruited once again,
Semi-enthusiastically.
we should start working our way towards the room.
enthusiasm is palpable.
Hey, Plet?
Hmm.
Sorry to ask you this. I'm not very good with the Excel sheets. How do I get the extra bonus to my overall AC in the...
The calculator?
Yeah.
I forgot that was still a thing on some of y'all's sheets. Dexterity 5, cloak of protection. Does your AC not account for having a shield?
It does, but a normal shield, not a +1 shield.
Okay.
At least I thought it did.
What is your current armor? You're using glamour studded
glamour.
leather?
Yeah.
Oh, well then you just changed the shield to 3 AC.
Okay.
Oop. There we go.
Our barbarian got upgraded.
Okay, so having sifted through your magical items and rested, what is the party's next move?
Actually, it might not account for the shield, because...
It looks like it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, where is the... Because the number didn't go up.
It did.
Oh. But it still says 21.
It should say 22 and... As I went into your inventory, I changed your shield to a 3 AC, because it's a shield +1 now. And then that brings your base AC to 16. With the glamour studded leather and the +1 shield. And then in the calculator, you're adding your dex and your cloak of protection, which is another 6, which is bringing up to 22. Try refreshing your sheet. That might be the issue.
Sorry? Oh, refreshing.
Yeah, try refreshing it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Next.
Thank you. Sorry for being technologically illiterate, but I guess
It's
one of us
all
has to be.
We'll have new character sheets for next campaign. It'll be a little cleaner.
Okay.
A little easier to manage.
I'll have to learn new things again.
It's clean, I swear.
No, it's just again inept, so like changing character sheets and all that, so it's been a
minute. Sure.
yeah.
So, what are you guys doing? What's the plan?
I feel like we are actively procrastinating killing more bugs.
Yes. Kiki is.
Come
I'm
on,
not. Let's murder them.
Go.
It'll be a hell time, but hold on, let me see what half of my brain I'm using today. Okay.
The one I thought I was using.
If it would be alright, I'd suggest that perhaps John and Barnaby are in the front this time. What with what's happened to Kiki twice now. She probably needs a little bit of a break from...
Being swallowed.
Yes.
What kind of saving throws were you using for avoiding being swallowed? Was that a dex thing? Listen.
That was...
Was there a save?
There was not a save,
I think it's
no.
just an attack it makes.
Yeah.
So the saving throw is don't get hit.
Okay, well in that case, I'll you know what? I'll go ahead and give Kiki some resistance for possibly later. Just be on the safe side.
Appreciate it.
So what are y'all doing?
Alright, in the interest of moving this forward, I'm John Barnaby. You should take the lead.
I can do that. Bark will be up top.
Because you're the big boys.
The big clanky boy.
Yes. And me,
Only one of us is clanky.
True. Me and Kiki will take the back this time.
Gonna have to start calling you the fighting toaster.
There's a door here, or?
There is a door, yes. It is a heavy wood and steel reinforced double door. There's a big old bar running across it that you'd have to lift up to open.
Oh, did we put that there? Because we definitely came through here. Got it.
Yeah, you closed it behind you.
Well, we did it quietly once.
This is where I jokingly say, Plot, whenever we get into a fight, you might want to shift a little to your right because we can see your screen through your whiteboard behind you.
That's just you guys. That's not anything important. Don't worry about it.
Now it is. Again, just warning you. You're right.
Cat, you're not supposed to tell him.
It's
Come
fine.
on. All our
Well, you know,
secrets.
I have always been the spoil sport and saying, wait, do I need to make a dex save for this, or does this need
Okay.
I do that too. We will work together to very quietly open this door so we can try to get the jump.
Then let's get a stealth check from the party.
Barnaby on Bardic Inspiration.
Gonna need
Because I
it.
know you're bad at this.
Because you're hot fucking garbage.
Ooh, Kiki didn't roll super great.
Gasp.
But she still got a 22.
Oh,
Is it a
23. D10 now.
18.
23.
John got a 24.
24.
We're climbing the ladder.
If this is stealth, that's a 14.
Okie dokie.
15.
15. Okay. You guys are being relatively careful. And there is definitely some frantic, like, as you're, taking this bar down and lowering it to the ground. Some moments where there's a little bit too much noise for some of y'all's comfort, but very quietly, very carefully, you lower the bar and prop open the doors wide enough for you to slip inside the hallway. And you find yourselves stepping across flagstone into a dark, dim corridor. And up ahead, about 20 feet away, there's a bend to the left. And even as you draw close to it, you can hear the sounds of movement in this room. It seems a little bit more active than it was the last time you passed through this chamber. You hear the sounds of clattering plates of chitinous shell, the clack of claws on stone, and the slurping, shredding sound of these things chewing and gulping something down. They are feeding.
Okay.
Gross.
Whenever you guys are ready, kick it off, damage dealers.
Alright. I'm gonna get out there in the front, or at least turn around the corner, more or less.
Okay.
And I'm gonna curfew.
Sure.
I'll go for the far one.
So as you step into the hall, you can see two of them with their backs facing the western wall. They are sort of facing east currently, and just kind of hunched over. You can see these big glistening shells, or not really glistening because it is pitch dark in here. There's no light. But these large rounded shells, as these things are hunched just a little bit forward out of the frame of the door. You do not see the other three.
And I'll shoot the ones that I do see.
Alright, go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
And doing with sharpshooter, that is 27 to hit.
27 to hit will hit. Go ahead and give me some damage.
On it now. One for the first hit.
21. Okay. So, with that, there's a resounding bang as the gunshot goes off. You see a spray of fluid as this thing takes the blow, and all of a sudden, the chamber ahead of you is resounding with the echoing sounds of their scrambling to their feet and hurrying, sort of retaliate. So let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Natural 20.
Oh shit! So how much is that?
25.
Woo.
If I don't go first, something is wrong.
4. You.
Hey!
I almost usurped you.
Almost.
Natural
1 to 3.
23 on Barnaby.
Yep.
Noel, what was that total?
8.
8. Okay, and John,
23.
23.
I'm glad everybody else is on the ball fucking today. Because Noel sure isn't.
Okay. So yeah, Burberry, Kiki, John, Barnaby, you guys are all going in a big block. Who wants to move first? Burberry?
Do y'all want me to save my last high level spell for good or evil? Good helps the party, evil hurts the other people.
Probably shouldn't lead on your last high level spell, just because we don't know what this combat's gonna look like.
Okay. No, I was gonna do a Guardian of Faith, but that's just because I don't think these things are very smart. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and bonus action Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Did it to book
spiritual
again.
Weapon. Objects. Let's get spiritual weapon out. This one here. And Burberry, you would have to step out next to Barnaby to actually see.
Me.
So spiritual weapon.
And it will attack the nearest one to it.
Okay. Was that the one that Barnaby shot?
I don't know, was it?
Or did Barnaby shoot the...
I shot the one in the back.
Yeah, okay. So, closest to you would be Fresh.
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't hit anyway.
Ah, well, alright then. So spiritual weapon's out. So
And
much for that.
then I will normal shoot at the other one.
Alright.
Or 23.
23 will hit.
I haven't normal shot anything in a while.
Gasp.
Okay, so that's... For 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay. Oop. Got it. So 11 on the one of the spiritual weapon attacks from your crossbow.
Yep. And then I will
And
back up again.
backing up. Good to hear. Okay. That'll take us to Kiki John Barnaby. Who's next?
I'll shoot again.
All right, Barnaby, wrap it up. Give me a roll to hit.
Does Bark also go on this block?
Yes.
On a 6.
26 will hit.
One of 4 damage for that one.
Oh, was this the back one or the
Back.
other one? Okay.
Continuing what I'm doing.
26 damage.
Then I fire again. He ain't dead.
Are you firing with the Deadeye or Action Surge? Because this would be your second attack. In this
Oh,
round.
right, because I started out. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Then,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just tell Bark, how high is the ceiling? What'd you say again?
It is roughly... Let's see. It's about 15 feet up.
15?
Yep.
That's perfect. I'll Bark fly up underneath them, or above them, I should say,
Okay.
and use a flamethrower pointing down. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
15-foot cone.
Gotcha. Yeah, he'd be able to hit both of them relatively easily.
I do that.
So, is that a saving throw?
Dex saving throw has to be a 14.
All right. Can
Just
they do
hold on now.
that? The far one fails. The near one succeeds.
Right?
The near one just ducks.
That is gonna be 6 damage on a success, or 6 damage on a fail, 3 damage on a success.
Okay.
On a 2d8.
Gotcha. That
Alright.
will do it then. Kiki and John, all that's left. Barnaby,
Okay.
you want to move?
Nah, I'm good. I'll stay here.
All right.
So there's 2 of them left?
You can see 2 of them from here. Yes.
Ah, okay. So far we've been all long range, so. How far away are they from me?
What was that?
How far away from me are they?
They are. The nearest one's about 30 feet.
Okay. So I will rage, rush over to the one 30 feet away.
Okay.
And start attacking.
So, as you do that, you will come into view of the other 3 in the chamber. They were sort of sitting in a circle, just kind of munching on something. Honestly, as you kind of step into the room, you can see what looks like the torn corpse of one of those kind of sneaky spider neo or Kuthric things from a couple hours ago. And these 3 are facing you. And I will say that as you draw close to this first one, kind of attacking it from the rear as it's kind of getting up to respond to these attacks, You definitely feel uneasy. There is this kind of burning sensation in the pit of your stomach as you see these things look up from their meal towards you. An almost supernatural churning of your stomach, shall we say. Nothing will immediately happen, but you may go ahead and make your attacks.
That's scary.
Okay. So that is a 26 to hit.
26 will hit. Go ahead and give me some damage.
That's going to be 1d8 plus 1d10 plus 6. Are they immune to poison or
They are
resistant to poison?
not immune to poison.
Okay. So that is 1d8 plus. Oh, that's max damage.
Okay.
That is 26 damage.
Good shit.
Nice.
And then if it's not dead, then extra target.
Not dead yet.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 will just hit. Go ahead and give me some more damage.
Jesus.
These things have very sturdy shells coating their bodies.
So that is. Okay, I hate math. 22.
22 damage.
And then with the last 10 feet of movement, is it possible for me to get back into like the entryway?
Yeah, you could. They will get an opportunity attack.
That's fine.
Okay. Does a... How much is that? 25 hit.
Just barely.
Alrighty, John. This thing snaps at you with its giant incising mandibles. What the fuck? You are going to take 9 slashing damage. I rolled a 1 on one of the damage dice. That was hot, Garbo. Alright, so you back up towards the door.
Was that before or after having?
That was your opportunity. That was his opportunity attack on you.
No, I understand. Is that before or after having the
Rage.
damage?
Oh, having. That would be before. So 4 damage total.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Kiki.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go pew pew.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, let me see the board.
Sure.
And is John next to a creature, or is that creature dead?
No, John backed off of it. But you did succeed on your stealth check. You are hidden.
Okay.
So you will have advantage on this first attack.
All right. I will just shoot the big boy.
I think as an assassin you get advantage on everything this turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This first turn.
That's a 4. And that's a 3. So
What the fuck?
don't hit for sure.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'll try again. An 8.
8 plus.
Wait, I didn't roll with advantage on that.
Oh, the first attack missed. Gotcha.
God damn, I'm rolling shit. The fuck, Kiki.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna hit. 17.
17 is gonna miss, unfortunately.
Yup. So, third attack. Does a 20 hit?
20 will hit.
Just barely.
Okay. Jesus. Alright, well, I get an extra d8
Plus your sneak attack.
and my sneak attack, which I think is
Yeah.
3d6?
All of your bonuses are loaded onto this one.
Yes. That would be 3d8. say 36. $37 damage.
37.
Oof.
Big damage. Was that the nearest one or the further one?
Nearest one.
Okay, 37. So it's going to take him to. Okay. That first one is dead, with 2 gunshots glancing off of the shell. One finally hits true, piercing the head, and you see this giant hulking shape just slump forward
Nice.
onto the stone. Anything else on your turn?
I'll just hide again.
Okay. Give me a stealth check as you back away.
I'm tired of these tonight. Jesus. 15.
15. Gotcha.
That's a 2. What was that?
It's not in that one.
Don't rogues have like a thing
Alright.
where they can't roll below a 10 or something?
Reliable talent, but she's level 3 rogue.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's an upper level rogue thing. Okay, that will take us to the first beastie, who is going to charge towards John. So he's going to do some attacks on you, John, and you are going to. He'll probably scooch over a little bit. He is going to. He's going to try and grapple you to start, I think. So go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Okay.
Got a 24.
What? I hate math. 17 plus 8. Oh.
Plus what?
25.
17 plus.
Okay, that will succeed. He fails to grapple. He will just go for 2 more attacks.
Was he about to get swallowed?
No, he was trying to grapple. Like, actually just grab him with his hand. Alright, that's going to be a 25 to hit.
God damn.
And then the second attack is going to be a 23 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. So, you are only going to take one of these, which is going to be 13 slashing damage, halved down to 6.
Okay.
And that will take us to Noelle.
Really?
And yeah, as this thing, I will say, runs towards the hallway, turning to face John and Barnaby. Both of you are feeling this kind of roiling, sickening feeling in the pit of your stomach, this unease as this thing looms over you, staring you down.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Okay, let me check one thing real quick.
Okay.
Cool. You know what? This feels like a good hand, or good spell to use for this fight. I will cast Bigby's Hand.
Oh,
For the first time for combat purposes. So
Rigby's Hand. How big is it?
Step out here. It's considered large, I believe.
Alright, so it's about the size of the creatures. Bigby's Hand. Where do you want it?
It has to be a point I can see within range. So So, I mean,
rough wedge from
yeah,
that spot.
let's just go ahead and put it kind of like behind Burberry's weapon.
Right.
The weapon starts wielding the hand. Other way. The hand starts wielding the weapon.
It picks up this book and just starts.
Smacks them like fucking cockroaches.
And yeah. And Noelle, again, letting you know as you step into view of this creature, you see it looming at the end of the hallway, staring down at all of you, and you also feel the unease start to turn your stomach.
Okay. I will. Sorry, there's a lot of words on this spell. I think we'll just start with an attack roll against the one that's like looming over the hallway here.
Okay.
So I'll move the hand a bit closer to it and then just smack it in the back of the head.
All right, give me a roll to hit.
Okay. Let's see. I think it's a +8 to hit.
God damn.
Oh wait, no. It uses a melee spell attack. Okay. That's okay. Well, it's a +10 then.
Even better.
You know what? I don't feel like starting this fight on a nat 1. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Still terrible. I rolled a 1 and a 5, so that's a 15.
15
seems
will
to be
not
going
hit,
around, don't it?
unfortunately.
Yeah, this is not starting well for our rolls here.
Unfortunately.
Okay, well, that's, I guess technically I still have my bonus action, but there's nothing else to do with it, so I will just scooch you back to the hallway.
All right. So, having done that, that brings us to the end of the initiative order with the other 3 creatures. So, this one is going to go 1, 2, 3. It is going to fucking Kool-Aid Man through this corner. Just smashing through the stonework with its prodigious bulk and its tunneler ability. And it is going to step forward and attack Barnaby and Noelle.
Uh-oh.
Barnaby, first hit,
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
nat 1. Noelle,
Hey!
that is a 17 to hit.
Oh, just barely misses. I have 18.
Barnaby. Ooh, okay, that's a good number. 22.
That'll hit.
Barnaby, you feel big, beefy mandibles clap down on your body,
A big beefy man.
and you are going to take
No.
12 slashing damage. The other 2 are going to run towards John and take a swing, or 3. That's a much better roll than I've been getting. 26. So that's 1 hit on John.
Ouchie.
That's a miss. That is a 12. And that is a 28. No, 27, excuse me. 27. That will take us to a tree.
Oh wait, was that the amount of damage or the roll to hit?
Those were to hit. So 2 hit, 1
Okay.
miss. So it's going to be 8, 9. So 19 damage total. As you are assailed
Before having-
by claws and mandibles. 19 damage, so halved down to 9.
Okay.
And then this one is going to charge towards the big stupid hand that just showed up and started hitting his buddy. And he's going to swing at the hand. Another 26.
That will hit the hand.
All right. 18.
To hit. Wait. That to hit?
To hit, yes.
That misses.
Okay, 18 misses. Then 15 will also miss.
Yes. The hand AC is 20, for what it's worth.
Oh, goddamn. Okay. The hand takes 11 damage.
The hand currently has 65 hit points left.
He does not like this hand, and he swing at it. But that'll take us back to the top of the order. So, Burberry.
Okay.
As the first of these creatures has burst through the wall into view, you find yourself starting to reel, uneasy. This like dropping feeling in the pit of your stomach as you look up at this creature's face. You find blinking does seem to help a little bit. Averting your gaze might help stave off this unease. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Bless.
I need you to make a decision about averting your gaze or not first.
Avert gaze, then
Okay.
Bless.
So, avoiding looking at this creature, what are you casting Bless on?
John, Barnaby, and Noel.
Okay.
And I'm
Barnaby,
gonna cast
Noel.
it. Actually, I'm gonna cast it at level 2, so that I can
Okay.
throw Kiki into there as well.
Okay, so everyone is blessed.
Oh,
You guys
wait,
all get an
sorry.
extra D4 on attacks and saves.
3. I'm gonna include. I forgot to include myself.
Oh, third level? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Because that,
Okay.
additional creature each upcast.
All right.
So
Everybody be blessed.
Okay.
Blessings to you, brother.
Yeah. So D4s on attacks and saving throws. Good shit. That will take us to Kiki. Unless somebody else has a turn they want to take first.
I shoot.
Okay.
One.
You also will feel uneasy looking at this creature. Will you avert your gaze or not?
No.
Okay. I need you to make a charisma saving throw then.
Oh no.
you have the plus stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
And you have an
I,
extra D4. Yeah.
I also did just roll good, so we're okay. Don't y'all worry. But and I got a 4. 24. Fuck you, creature. Die.
Good save.
If you want to, I don't think you're required to use it on your saving throw. So if you would like to save it for a different saving throw, you can.
Oh, so I
The
get.
bless lasts for a minute.
Oh,
That's
so
on
it's just
any
constant.
attacks or saves you make,
Yay!
as
Alright,
long
cool.
as you keep concentration,
Yeah,
Burberry.
that's the downside.
Done.
Yeah, I just
Yep.
looked it up and I was like,
Oh.
sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
Oh, so
Sweet. Okay, I will then attack fucking creature. Fuck you.
Yes. You power through this uneasy feeling, stare this creature down, and level your gun at it.
And there's people next to him, so I get to roll with
Sneak attack
advantage.
damage, correct.
and sorry, does a 16 hit the critters as well?
Oh, the spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about it.
Oh, 16 will miss.
Okay.
A 20 from. Oh wait,
20,
22 from Kiki.
22 will hit.
And these are all being rolled with
Sharp shooter.
8 and a 6, 14 plus 8, brain, 22, 32. Oh, plus the d6s. 32, 34, 35, 41.
Okay, better. 41 damage.
And I attack again.
Alright, give me some rolls to hit.
Literally
The same.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
I don't get to roll my sneakies though. 7, 11, 19, 29 damage.
29. Good damage. Good shit. Anything else on your turn?
I will move back 30 feet. Away from discreet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, right there. That's good.
Just out into the mushroom forest, shooting
Yeah.
shooting over everyone's shoulders. Okay.
And then I will cunning action hide.
You're standing in open view. There's not really a good place to hide.
I will go hug this fucking corner then, sir.
All right. That's better.
26 to hide.
I don't know. With that hide roll,
26.
she should be allowed to hide behind John.
Exactly. I should
John
be able to
is-
hide anywhere.
John is around the corner and out of sight for her. That will take us to John. And John, these
Yeah.
creatures are all around you. There are 3 directly in front of you.
How big is the passage I'm in?
It's maybe 10 feet tall. Like, these creatures are hunched over, and their, like, antennas are, like, barely, like, brushing the ceiling. Like, if they stood up straight, they would probably not be able to fit.
Okay,
they
so
are
I can't really do my thing to get large. Okay.
So,
Is
there
the
are
one
3
right-
of these things in front of you. Are you averting your gaze from them or not?
If I avert my gaze, am I attacking a disadvantage?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna avert my gaze.
Okay. I need you to make 3 charisma saving throws, please.
God damn.
There are 3 of them within line of sight.
Yeah, I know. Well, luckily my first roll was a 19 plus 3, so
That's a
22.
success.
The second one is a 15 plus 3, so it's 18.
That is a success.
And then my last roll is I'm going to use my advantage, or my inspiration.
Okay.
That was a 2. So it's a
Damn.
14 plus 3, so 17.
3 successes. You feel the gaze of these creatures. You feel your stomach churning at the, just the look these things are giving you, but you fight through it and steel yourself, and the turn is yours. What do you want to do?
I'm going to attack.
All right. There are 2 in front of you and 1 behind you. What do you want to do? Or which one do you want to hit?
Are either of them damaged?
The one in front of you on your left is damaged. The one to your right is fresh.
I'll attack the damage one first then.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So that is 22 to hit.
22 to hit. That'll hit.
And then that is 9 plus 3 plus 8 is that's 20 damage.
20 damage.
And if it's still standing, I'm gonna flag it again.
He is still standing.
Ooh, that was close to a crit, damn it. That was 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is math. Damn it. 14 plus 8.
22.
Sorry, my brain is like not working tonight. I can't math at all.
That will finish off the second of these creatures as this one takes a massive slice across its chest, spraying viscera across the stone floor and toppling to its side.
Okay. I'd like to step forward out of the little hall.
Okay. The one next to you is going to take an opportunity attack.
I thought I wasn't leaving a stranger.
The one behind you.
Oh, I didn't realize there was one behind me.
Yeah, one burrowed through the walls and is standing behind you.
Oh, can I undo what I was just going to do then?
Yeah, if you want to still hold your position.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was one of them. Sorry.
So staying where you are, good to know.
Yep.
That will take us to Barnaby. Barnaby.
Well, there's
there
a
are
big
two
guy
of
in
these
front
things
of
in
me.
front of you. Are you averting your gaze?
I feel like I can hit him without looking at him.
Okay. So shielding your eyes, you just kind of.
I just pull down the
The
visor.
most responsible thing to do with a gun.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Fingers grow back, right?
Close your eyes, aim in the general direction of John, and see what happens.
Don't miss.
Yeah. So yeah, make your attacks with disadvantage, sir.
I think it probably would be wise to not use sharpshooter.
If you got disadvantage already,
Potentially.
probably not.
Alright, so that is going to be a 27 to hit with disadvantage. She made me lose a crit.
Good.
Oh no, not the crit. Oh.
That
So sad.
will hit. So which one are you shooting?
The one right in front of me.
Gotcha. Okay.
That is going to be 19 damage.
19 damage. Very good.
Then I'll fire again.
Go for it.
That is a 20 total to hit.
20 will just hit.
Ooh. That's some good damage.
Are you dealing more than 4 damage?
Yes.
It's dead. That is another dead giant bug. It falls face down, and its mandibles like catching the stone, and it's just kind of like ragdoll slumped up, and its like torso's propped up by these giant slicing jaws. It's gonna make it kind of inconvenient to walk through this hallway, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Bart, could you roast the other one?
Bort.
Oh, he'll need to make a dex save.
That is a failure.
Alright. It'll be 8 damage.
8 damage. Good shit.
Alright,
All right.
that's my turn.
That will take us to Noelle.
Oh yeah, we killed the one between me and...
There are 2 living buggy boys in this tunnel.
Well, bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and use Bigby's hand.
All right.
I think I'm gonna do grasping hand on this bug.
Oh. Okay.
So it's gonna grapple. So we'll see.
Okay.
Oh, you have to go in the thingy. Okay, that's a good roll. Plus 8, 25
25.
against whatever the bug rolls.
Creatures grappling target. Oh, so it needs to try and make a check.
Yeah, it's a grapple check.
That's a 15.
Okay.
You have grabbed the bug.
Cool. Yeah, can't do it on the same turn. So bug is just grappled. That's the hand's turn.
Okay.
And what does Noelle want to do with the rest of her turn? I guess. I don't know, there's not really much to do. I'll probably just scooch myself back a smidge.
Okay.
Maybe just over here.
Fair enough.
That's my turn.
Yeah, no line of sight. Okay, fair enough. Then that leaves the last two bugs. The one grappled by the hand is going to attack the hand,
Yeah.
which is going to miss. That is also a miss. God damn, that's 3 misses. Holy shit. And the one in front of John will continue wailing on John. That is definitely a hit. That is a 27 again. That's a miss. Oop. And that's also a miss. What the fuck? Okay, John takes a pittance. 7 damage, half down to 3. We're at the top of the order.
Okay. Bonus action to miss.
Fresh weapon. Not quite killing it today.
No, it's rolled less than 10 on all 3 rolls, so even with the +7 to hit, it's not.
Yeah, it happens.
Because that last one was a 2. And where is everybody located again? And I'm focusing on that.
What's the play, Burberry?
Let's throw at disadvantage and miss horribly, because that'll be funny. But it's fine, it'll only be like less than 12 hit points. Unnatural 20.
That will actually hit.
So 9.
That should hit. Okay. Kiki, you saw Barnaby just blow chunks out of the bug standing in the hallway, and it collapsed into a heap right at that corner.
I'll move forward to go so I can see
3,
stuff.
4, 5. All right. So you can peek around the corner, and you can see one wrestling with a giant glowing purple hand, and the other currently engaged in a hand-to-hand fight with John.
Wait, if a critter is grappled, does it get advantage on attacks?
No, it's just speed is reduced
Is
to
0.
0.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I will sorry.
I should probably clarify that there is open.
I'll do the one that's attacking John since the other one's just a giant hand.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. 20.
You hit.
25.
You definitely hit.
Okay. And then this will be the one with my 3d6.
Okay.
In 30. 5. 41. Oh shit. Okay. 47 damage.
Damn.
Whoa!
47.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Big damage. Good shit.
Is it dead?
Nope.
I shoot again.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
29 in total. Thank you very much.
That hits.
Okay. I go, what the fuck? I just rolled the same 2 damage dice. That's funny. 7 plus 6. I just did this.
13.
Thank you. 13 plus 8 is 21. 31.
Okay. 31.
Is it dead?
It is.
Yay!
That's another dead bug. Anything else on your turn? All right, holding position. John, Barnaby, Noel.
I do a,
Gonna
a
shoot.
crushing thingy.
Do your things. I don't think this bug is long for this world.
The thing just uses an action to crush, so I get to deal 2d6 damage.
Plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh yeah. There's my d6. Oh. That's pretty good. 15 damage.
15. Good shit.
Squeezes
squeeze
the
bug.
shell and starts to crack.
Who next? Who got stuff?
I'll
Come on.
shoot.
Shoot the bug.
I'm still averting my gaze for right now.
That's fair. This one's far enough back that you really don't feel that uneasiness. But you definitely get the
Well,
sense if you got close enough, you'd feel that.
I only got a brief glance, so I'm not gonna tempt fate.
Sure.
That is gonna be 31.
That'll hit.
That'll be 19 damage.
19.
Then I do it again. That's a 21
21 hits.
and another 19 damage.
Okay.
I did do it again.
Then who next? Who killing bug?
Who's next?
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run it.
Are you
Damn it.
averting your gaze because you are close enough to feel uneasy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so roll with disadvantage.
If I activate reckless attack, does it neutralize it?
It would cancel it out, yes.
Straight roll then.
I mean,
will
you could
activate
also
reckless.
just make the saving throw because you do have a little buff on it.
I'm also going to use my bless thing. So that is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
And that is 20 damage.
20 damage.
And if it's not dead, then I flag it again.
Not yet, but he's getting
I
there.
haven't hurt this one much.
You guys have laid into it pretty quickly already.
That's a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 19 damage.
19 damage. It is hanging on by a thread. But he is still
Okay.
conscious.
It's the end of my turn.
Alright. Is that everything?
That's everything.
Then that will take us to the bug's turn. He will attempt to attack John, who is trying to kill him, and he has advantage because you reckless attacked. Okay, that first one's a miss still. Second one is a 24 to hit. I believe.
Meets it.
Yep. And final attack. Another 24. Okay.
What?
Actually, decent damage this time. That
I
is
didn't hear.
He's
Another
rolling
24.
damage.
yeah. 11 plus 8 is 19 plus 10, 29 total. So 14 damage.
Okay.
All right. This thing is about to fall over. Who wants to get the finishing blow?
Me.
Oh,
Kiki.
can I crush it? Because I never get to kill things.
Fine. She's just been swallowed so much, she wants to kill all the buggies.
I wouldn't take it normally, but I never get to kill stuff.
There you go.
I think the big bee's hand is just gonna like just squish the bug.
Sure. At this point, the structural integrity of this creature has been compromised so thoroughly, it just emulsifies into the stone. You just see like limbs and then the head just shoot across the room as bug guts spray out from under the hand. And the bug is dead. It had 1 hit point left, so
Oh, perfect.
it got its last Orion, and now it's dead.
Okay.
Good job. You have killed the bucko.
We cleaned the last room that we knew of.
So, the chamber is yours. There are piles of giant hulking bug monster corpses lying around the room now. What do you want to do?
I'll take out the drift globe on normal light, and I'm gonna look down these holes.
These look to be burrow holes. You can see chunks of stone kind of littering the floor at the base of these tunnels as they kind of arc upwards towards the surface. Loose gravel and dust kind of filling in behind them, and they definitely look like they've been clawed through. You know, like these were dug with just these things bare-handedly carving at the stone with their big claws. They just kind of twist down and around into the dark and out of sight. And you can see a handful of these tunnels kind of boring through the walls of this chamber as well.
Okay. I'll take a little peeky over here too. Kind of holding out the drift globe in my hand.
And yeah, it's just more of these tunnels. You see what looks like the beginning of a hallway that is being, or that was being built at one point, and then it just kind of terminates. Looks like they kind of gave up on the construction process, but the tunnel still extends into the stone. It just shifts into this, again, this burrowed, clawed out sort of channel. And there's a handful of small branching tunnels kind of connecting up to it as you look further down it. Not a terribly enticing view in that direction.
Okay. I'll take. We kind of looked at this room at one point.
Similar thing down there.
Yeah.
So, this chamber does have a wooden door on the opposite side of the chamber from you, and there is an incomplete tunnel. If you look over to your, I guess your right.
This. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
And this is just a wall then, right?
I mean, it looks to be.
Okay. It looks to be. Ooh. A clue from the DM. I mean, I will take a look around this room. We'll start with a perception check. I'll listen at the door or near the door, see if I hear any more bugs on the far side.
All right.
Scaring
Give
around.
me a perception check then.
I gotta stop doing that. It keeps bouncing out. Oh, God. Okay. Not one.
Not one.
Ears are still ringing from all the gunshots, probably.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, you'd think you'd be used to it at this point, having been fighting with them in close quarters like this for a while, but it's never quite get used to it.
Okay.
Much to your eardrum's dismay.
I will call over anyone who wishes to help me look in this door.
I'll assist.
Ooh, did you prep clairvoyance? This would be a good opportunity for it.
Maybe.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
This is what it's for.
All right, let's check the other side of the door.
Okay. So you casting clairvoyance. You have your jeweled horn or glass eye on hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are able to create an invisible sensor at a location within range, which would entail the other side of this door. And what you see in here is a circular chamber with a sort of raised stone lip kind of protruding up out of the ground. Seems to be made of the same kind of worked stone brick and slate that composes most of the structure. And from the angle that you're looking at this hole, it's dark inside, but you really can't see much further in than a couple of feet before you're cut off by the edge of this stone lip protruding up out of the ground. If anything, it looks kind of like a well.
I will relay this information.
Okay. So no creatures, it looks like, at the very least.
There is no movement that you can see in this chamber.
Try the door, I guess? Is it a handle?
It does. There is a fairly worn-looking brass handle on this door.
I'll try the handle.
It creaks, but turns, and you can push the door open. And you are looking into a stone circular chamber with what appears to be a well in the center of it.
Okay. Well, this is the scary part, isn't it? I guess I'll start approaching the well.
No well! No well! Sorry.
It was all leading up to this.
So you walk towards the well.
5 feet at a time. Slowly creeping on up in case I trigger any traps or something.
You just hear your footsteps going around this chamber.
And my tinnitus. I will glance.
And the ringing in your ears. Yeah.
I will glance down the hall.
Sorry about that.
The drift globe, I'll kind of use it as a...
Okay, so you hold the drift globe up over the well, and sure enough, it is a deep, dark well shaft.
Does the drift globe get to the bottom of it or no?
How far does it extend?
It's a torch. It's like a torch.
Okay, so no, it does not.
Could I... let me check something. Okay. I will tie it to my 295 feet of hempen rope.
Tie the drift globe?
Yeah. It's just a little ball.
Okay.
And it's just on normal light right now.
Okay. So the ball is glowing and it is tied to a rope. I'm gonna say, give me a dex check on this tying situation. 'Cause you're trying to secure what is effectively a glass orb with him.
So here's my thinking. Just go around it like a Christmas present. So it's just encased in a sphere of rope.
Sure.
Okay.
If it's the slightest bit loose, you could have some problems.
Another natural one.
You just can't get it to get around that first loop.
Apparently.
Okay. Well, you tie rope around it.
Well, that doesn't feel very secure.
Feels normal to you. What's the play?
I will attempt to lower it down.
Alright. So, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. You see your lights descending into the dark. You occasionally hear that as it kind of clatters against the stone wall. 40 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet. You're on your second piece of rope at this point. And I'd say at this point, about 70 feet down, excuse me, 80 feet, you would begin to see a faint kind of shimmer towards the bottom of the well. Sort of shifting, undulating flickers of light. Almost a reflection.
Okay. If I keep going, do I hear a sploosh?
Yeah, you go another 10, 20 feet. You eventually feel as you make contact with water, and you feel a faint weightiness as the water begins to kind of soak into the rope.
Burberry, could you message the kobolds and just ask if this was just their well?
Sure.
I'll send cast message to the kobolds to say,
Well, we did clear out the bugs in this room.
and I'll like quickly say which room I'm just talking about.
The one that connects to the pit, I guess.
There's a pit here. Was this just a water well?
Yes, we cleared the well passage. Yes, thank you.
There was a question in there.
Yes, but the answer is yes.
So it's just a water
this-
well.
This is indeed a water well.
That's drastically less exciting than I'd hoped it would be. It seems so ominous. Big circular chamber. Well. Well. I guess I'll start pulling the drift globe back up.
I flip a copper into the well.
It hits the drift globe. The drift globe cracks.
You definitely hear the clatter as the coin on the drift globe.
What? I made a wish.
Noel, you feel the rope suddenly become significantly lighter, and you hear a at the base of the well.
What? I heard talk about a well.
No, that's not your fault.
Seconds later, you hear a bloop as the coin hits the water.
Shit. There's not an easy way to get that back.
Can it fit in the well?
You could just ask Barnaby. He can fly.
Yeah, can I fit in the well, do you?
Yeah, it's like 6, 7 feet wide.
Alright. I'll be back.
Oh. Okay.
Just gonna lower myself down on my rocket boots. I ain't jumping. This ain't no waterfall.
Oh, I thought Barney was gonna jump.
Uh-uh.
Alright.
Ain't a waterfall,
I'll
do
just
you?
get the rope pulled up first so you don't burn
Sure.
it.
And yeah, Barnaby, you just hear the echo of these rocket boots. The sound of this jet propulsion just reverberating in this chamber. Barnaby, it is very loud, and by the time you lower yourself all the way down to the water, about 100 feet down, touch down, and kind of drop into the well itself, the muffled silence it creates around you is probably a welcome relief. And you can see down below there is a faint light shining below you.
All right. I'm gonna grab the glowy thingy.
Okay. And you do have a swim speed with your Mariner's armor, so Barnaby
Yeah.
just swims down a few kicks. It's probably another 50 feet, give or take. And before long, you find yourselves wrapping your fingers around a glowing orb at the bottom of the well. Swim back to the surface, kick up, turn on the jet boots, and up to Noel.
Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you, Barnaby. Sorry about that.
Well, I should have waited until you pulled it up. But I saw a well, I had to make a wish.
Oh, no, it's okay. I don't think I tied it very well. Okay, well, I guess this room is clear. Considering you weren't attacked while you're down there. I guess this whole side is clear now that I think about it.
Felt like a whole well to you, yeah. Nothing crazy, Barnaby.
It was just water, more or less.
All's well that ends well.
We should get out of here.
Alright, you.
We're gonna run out of these quick. In the interest of thoroughness, I think Noel will do just like a little sweep around this room, make sure there's no secret doors or tunnels or anything.
Give me an investigation check.
After this, do we want to take our break since it's actually halfway through and we're at a stopping point?
This is a good point. Momentarily, yes.
Investigate. Oh, 20 total.
20? Okay. This is the well chamber.
Yep, just taking a look around.
Okay. You just kind of run your hands along the walls, just kind of feeling for any odd seams or breaks in the stonework and watching the ground for footprints in the dust or something. But looking around, you're not finding anything.
Okay.
Seems like a pretty cut and dry chamber. Repository of fresh water. Now Barnaby flavored.
It's got that hint of Barnaby. Alright. That's
This
all.
water
I'll do.
tastes high in protein.
Cool. Okay, so we will take our break here as you guys kind of assemble in the well access chamber just outside. So be back in 10 minutes.
Okay. Break time.
All right. All
right, she's back.
Okay. What are we doing? You guys are in a small chamber just off of the well chamber.
I feel like in the interest of thoroughness, I should probably look in this room too, just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
All right, give me an investigation check.
With help.
23. Any crazy cool buttons on the wall or anything?
No buttons, but as you are running your hands along the east wall, there is a sudden shift in the stone, a slight give as it kind of presses inwards, this large panel of stone. And you hear the very faint clink of metal on metal.
You don't look up to make sure that this room doesn't have spikes on the ceiling.
You don't see any spike sockets anywhere.
I'll check the floor as well.
No spike sockets on the floor either.
I found a panel. Everybody get ready. I'm gonna try pressing it.
Push the button.
Burberry will move like close to the door.
Good call.
Okay. So, pressing this section of the wall further in, you hear that metal clink kind of turn into an almost scraping sound, and then a flick, and the wall seems to like lock into place, probably like an inch pressed inward. And you can see on the left side of this door frame now, there does seem to be a gap between the layer of stone that it was flush with and the level of depth at which the panel is currently sitting. There does seem to be like a narrow gap.
Oh, this is like a whole door size.
Yeah.
Okay. If I hold the drift globe, can I peek in the crack?
To clarify, the crack seems to be like in the actual like frame itself. Like there's room for this panel to slide into the wall.
I guess I'll slide it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, sliding it, you can see that there is a chamber behind this panel.
Oh, it's one of these.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll look in there.
Okay. Looking ahead, are you cracking the door or are you opening it completely?
Is it a door now?
I mean, it's a sliding door.
Oh,
Are you looking through a crack, or
I'll slide it a bit so I can get a good look and then report back.
I mean, looking just at a glance, you can see what looks like a wall about 30 feet ahead, roughly. You can see the leftmost corner, probably 10 feet off to the left, along that far wall. It extends to the right out of sight, at least 10 or 15 feet. It looks like a relatively empty and basic looking chamber, probably square, although you can't see the rightmost portion of the chamber. And the ceiling itself is not super high. It's maybe like 6 or 7 feet up. And while the floor is tiled in stone, it does look pretty roughshod and cracked. And the walls themselves are just bare rock. There looks like there was maybe a foot or two of work put into the masonry around the base, and then it's just unfinished, unworked, raw stone, kind of arcing up overhead.
Okay. I will, I'll open it. The door.
So you fully open the chamber?
Mm-hmm. And then I'll poke my head in, see what it's.
All right. Looking in, the chamber stretches from the door to your right, a good 20 feet. And in the opposite corner, you see a pile of what appears to be many, many, many coins. Just laying there in a disorganized heap in the far corner.
Should we be worried that this is like a mimic or some shit?
I'll cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna have it go play in the coins. Just kind of stir them up. You know, sprinkle, do a little salt. You know?
Okay. So you just have your mage hand go over and start running its fingers through the coins, sprinkling them, kind of tossing them around. A couple of things catch your eye as you do this. There are some gemstones scattered amongst these coins, and as you begin kind of sifting through them, you can definitely see the pile is not terribly deep. It is a pretty shallow pile. Maybe 3,000 coins in total, give or take, just kind of scattered across that corner.
Okay.
Interspersed in that, you do see a couple of glass vials, a necklace, a sheaf of parchment, a couple of kobold skulls.
Hmm.
And as you notice them, the eye sockets flare with a brilliant green flame. The skulls themselves are suddenly wreathed in green flame, and they begin to levitate up off of the ground.
Uh-oh.
And with an unholy screech, open their mouths, and you see tiny orbs of light beginning to sort of congeal between their teeth.
No, I get to giggle.
Could I get some initiative from the party, please?
We
No,
got
I get to
monsters.
giggle because we fought these yesterday.
Oh.
Y'all gotta get off the same page.
12.
21.
22.
You win this time.
Always.
1. Barnaby.
Not good.
What's your
What's that
initiative?
He needs a number.
That's what I'm saying. It's not good.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I heard I'm good, and I was like,
Yeah.
The number, if you would.
It is 9.
Excellent. Anything from John? You're muted, if you are there. Yeah, all right. We're rolling. John got an 8 plus John numbers.
Probably plus 5.
Plus 4. So 12. Okay. So, these things will have caught you by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki, Burberry, top of the order. Surprised. The skulls are casting fireball.
Fireball?
Fireball.
Oh.
Yep.
2 dex saves from everyone.
Am I surprised?
You would be, yes.
Damn it! Dex saves.
Boo.
I can say I'm good at these because I've already rolled. My dice can't screw me. Ha ha! 21.
21? Okay. I did one more.
It's because I said it too soon. 15.
15 will still succeed. So 2
Yay.
successes.
God, no one's not rolling well today. I failed both.
What were they?
A 2 and a 5.
Ooh, yeah, those are 2 failures.
Do you want inspo?
I I'll try it on the first. The 5 technically becomes a 14. Which might save? I don't know.
That is success.
Okay. If you want to give me inspo, I'll take it, Burberry, but...
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that should succeed then. That's a 21.
Okay, so 2 successes for Noelle. Kiki,
Yeah, that's fireball is the kind of thing you'd rather take
Oh,
half damage on.
What am I doing?
2 dex saves, please.
19 plus 9. And a 13.
Okay, 2 successes. Barnaby.
7 and 21.
Okay, 1 failure, 1 success. John. That is a 13 plus John numbers.
What was the roll?
Oh, there you are. Dex saves, please.
Sorry, I didn't hear you tell me to roll.
Everyone needs to roll 2 dex saves.
Okay, first one is a nat 20 plus 5.
Okay,
Second one is 16 plus 5, so 21.
okay, 2 successes. So everyone will take half damage from all of these except for Barnaby, who's taking full damage from one of them.
Oh,
What's the damage?
I'm rolling it. So that is... And 20... 25 on the first one. So halves down to 12. And 22 on the second one. Half down to 11.
So 12 and
No.
11?
12 and 11.
I heard.
Ow!
And that would have hit... Yeah, that would have just been detonating in the doorway, so reaching across the chamber. That will take us to the end of the order as Noel, John, Barnaby, surprise. Back to the top of the order, we have Kiki and Burberry. And there are...
I can't be
crackling
surprised.
skulls screeching and burning over the pile of coins.
I can't be surprised.
Oh? Then what would you do on your turn?
Let me double check here. So there's no enemies directly around us anywhere?
You are standing
No.
in the chamber right before the well chamber. Noelle has opened a sliding door, and 2 fireballs just detonated in that doorway, bathing you all in fire.
Oh, damn, okay. Let me go ahead and...
Why can't you be surprised?
Because of my new feature.
The barbarian thing.
Feral Instincts.
Feral instinct. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh. It says, but only if I enter a rage before doing anything else on my turn. So I guess I'm entering a rage.
Okay.
And then I will enter the room.
Okay, so pushing past Noelle, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 25 feet forward. There are 2 flaming skulls, tiny kobold skulls, wreaths in green fire, clattering their jaws over a pile of coins in the corner.
Okay. I will go ahead and. How far away from me are they still? I have
From
15 feet of
there-
movement left.
15 would get you right between them.
Okay. I will go over there and I will start attacking.
Okay, roll to hit.
Sorry, my mouse is acting all weird right now. That is a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
And are they immune, or I need to tell you the poison damage specifically?
They are immune to poison.
Okay, so no poison damage. Okay. So that is 16 damage then.
Okay.
And then if they're not dead, I'll slack them again.
Not dead yet.
That is a. It's over 20. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. No, I got 8 again. So 16 damage again.
16. Okay. That'll do it.
That'll be the end of my turn.
So top of the order, Kiki and Burberry.
Okay. I am going to bonus action magic weapon
Okay.
And see if this one does better. Nope.
What'd you roll?
A nat 1.
Okay, that's a miss.
Mm. Yeah, if I think it definitely won't hit, I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna bother.
Burberry and I are not having a good day today.
No. No. I'm having an okay day. My spiritual weapon, however.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair.
And I'm gonna move. I'll do a singular fire shot with my regular nonsense, which again, continue. I'm having an okay day. It's a spiritual weapon. That's a 21.
That'll hit.
For an off the desk number of points. So that'll be 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna move back. Back away from fireball range.
Yeah, you would have had to shoot. Yeah. Okay. Burberry's turn is done. Kiki.
I attacked it.
Alright, so stepping 1, 2, 3 up behind Noelle.
I will go into the room
4, 5.
and I will try to hug the wall but stay away.
Okay.
Get as far away from Noelle as possible.
6.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, they're both in range, so go ahead and roll your attacks.
I get advantage because John's next to them.
Yep.
Does a 17
Yes.
plus. Okay.
Yes, you hit.
Okay.
I don't know if Kiki can miss.
I can. 8.
If they're high AC, these are not high AC.
4.
Um,
I'm gonna do my sneak attack damage with this one.
oh, which one are you targeting?
I'll do the one that John's not attacking.
Okay.
God. 45 damage.
You shoot the skull, and the flame immediately just poofs out, and it clunk, 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 clatters to the ground.
I'll shoot the other one then.
Okay.
Oh, that was a nat 20.
Too bad it's got 1 hit point.
Darn.
So you shoot it, and it
Well,
just...
I want to roll all my damage. Okay,
Alright,
so
smart guy.
5 plus 3, so 8 plus 7.
While Kiki is counting, I'm gonna go in the room.
20.
Okay.
38 damage.
There's just a couple of kobold skulls lying on the ground now, just gently smoking, where there had once been a mane of green fire
Damn.
surrounding them.
You guys are good at this. Sorry about that. I'm kind of dropping the ball today.
Happens to everyone.
Okay. I'll take one more investigate or look to see if there's any further traps in this pile of gold.
Alright, give me an investigation check.
With assistance.
Oh, thank you. Lock 27.
27. You don't find any traps. What you do find is the very old corroded blade of a dagger, handful of arrowheads, also rusted and corroded, and this kind of gnarly black powder mulch that looks like it might have been centuries ago a wooden haft.
A wooden
multiple wooden shafts, grips, and arrow shafts
Gotcha.
for these weapons. But no traps.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll set aside any items we find into a pile and start working on the gold.
Okay.
I assume these are these crazy old dragon coins again?
Yeah, it is more of this dragon gold.
Okay.
Most of it is silver from the look of it. As you are sort of turning it over in your hands with the drift globe. You would find, like I said, a little over 3,000 coins in total. Most of it silver and copper, with some gold scattered around it. There are several gemstones mixed in here.
Are any of them diamonds?
No.
Boo.
You are looking at the likes of malachites, azurites, obsidian, agates.
I'll put those in the pile of items as well, the gemstones.
There are 11 of them.
Okay.
You'd also find 2 dusty potion vials.
Into the items pile?
A necklace of brilliant red glass beads.
Ooh.
And a loose sheaf of parchments, like I said, kind of unfurled, crispy along the edges, that appears to be inscribed with some sort of spell. Incantation.
If I take a look at it, do I have any indication of what that spell might be?
I'll say give me an Arcana check.
Not one of my strong suits. 14?
That meets it. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
It appears to be using draconic glyphs for the variables. But you've been exposed to enough wizardly magic. You've mastered your own particular brand of arcane casting yourself. You're kind of tracing the paths of the circle and the various lines of power in this spell, and you get the sense this is something centered on the mind, something illusory, and this strikes you as a formulation of the Phantasmal Killer spell.
Phantasmal Killer.
That one's fun. That's a bard spell.
Wizard and Bard.
I didn't know about wizard, but I'm playing another bard that has that, so it's fun. It's a little evil.
A little bit.
Interesting. I guess I'll pocket that since I'm the person who can cast it.
Okay.
Okay, how much money did we get? I'm keeping a running tally.
Are you gonna sit here and count it?
Might as
Just play
well.
it later.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Why not? We got a whole party to count.
That's true.
We're all secretly vampires. We have to count everything.
Probably about 20 minutes with all of you counting. You were looking at a pile of 2,300 copper.
All but me. I'll be identifying anything that needs identifying.
Okay. 1,100 silver and 60 gold.
1,300 silver, 60 gold.
1,100 silver.
1,100 silver,
2,300 copper, 60 gold.
Okay, let me get out the calculator while we
It'd be about
figure out
193 gold in total.
In total of value. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was keeping them separate, but whatever.
Yeah. Just letting you know what you got.
Okay, so that's how much gold pieces we've collected. You can do the identifies while I do this.
Yep. What?
Hello?
Which one do you want to do first? You have 2 vials, and a necklace of red, like big chunky glass red beads.
Cat's pretty sure she knows what it is, but Burberry doesn't, so we're gonna go with those first.
I am also
Necklace
excited
first?
about what that is.
Yeah.
Okay. After 10 minutes casting Identify as a ritual, you will find that you are in possession of a necklace of fireball.
Jesus.
Oh, yes. How many beads we got?
6.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Get out of the game. Fuck it.
Okay.
Throw them all.
Hey, Lostrog, do you like fire?
I'm immune to fire.
Just watch. We're gonna do our final fight underwater. Fireball's gonna be pretty much useless.
Well, so
I
far.
throw a bead in the water. Oh.
Dang it. So far, we've gotten 2,030 of these dragon coins of gold, 3,800 dragon silver, and 5,100 dragon copper.
Nice. I wonder how many dragons we'll be able to buy from the dragon store.
I don't know. Were there any other identifies that needed to happen?
There are 2 potion
Okay.
vials.
So this happens over the span of 20 minutes, you said. So assign 1 potion left and 1 potion right, please.
Okay.
Left.
Okay. So this is a cloudy gray potion. And as you pick it up, you find that it is somewhat slick to the touch. Almost like there's condensation on the outside of the glass. And as you watch, you can kind of see these beads of moisture sort of forming on the surface of the glass and then very quickly evaporating in these wispy tendrils of mist. What you have in your possession is an oil of etherealness.
Fun. And then, do we want me to identify the second one, or do we want to go off and do the other things?
Yeah, this is a good time to just get all the identifies out anyway.
All right. I'll
Alright.
identify the other one.
So this is a transparent liquid. It's a little murky. And you can see a sort of crescent-shaped sliver of something floating in this potion. And what you have is a potion of stone giant strength.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna immediately I'm just gonna hold this up and say, "Stone giant strength. Who wants it?" Like,
Dawn?
Does he need it?
Imagine how dumb he could be potentially.
I mean, he already has the hill giant strength, and I don't know what that mechanically.
What are you? What subject?
Wait, what does the stone giant strength potion do?
For an hour, your strength score is 23.
I don't think
Oh.
John needs that, but I guess we could give it.
Right now, my strength is an 18. So.
Oh,
And with your belt.
but think about how funny it'd be to give it to Burberry.
My belt?
I don't think John has a belt.
Wait,
I
what?
don't have a belt.
Did I remember? Did we give back the hill giant strength thing?
I think Lauren wanted it at one point, and then she turned it in for something else.
Yeah, that was something I was gonna give for Lauren and decided against it.
Okay, that's my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, I have gloves of face swiftness.
Okay, yeah, that's my bad. Then yeah, Jed has.
Wait, what is that? What was the first one? Something ethereal?
Oil of etherealness.
Which is what?
You can cover a medium or smaller creature, along with all of their equipment that they're wearing or carrying. This takes 10 minutes to apply, after which the creature and its equipment are affected by the etherealness spell for 1 hour.
Oh. What that does. Oh, it's a 7th level spell, Jesus. Oh, cool, you just go to the ethereal plane for a little while.
Can this be negated by the planar binding? What?
Planar binding?
Yeah. Planar binding spell.
You attempt to bind a celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend to your service. Different.
Oh,
person.
okay. Sorry, brain.
I mean, you do go, for whatever it's worth, you do literally go to the ethereal plane, so.
Pete, if you're saying anything, I cannot hear you.
I heard you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Cat can
But
hear me.
not.
You're not muted, but you're not making noise.
Can you hear me, Plaid? Plaid, can you hear me?
None of y'all are making noise.
There
What
it
the
is.
fuck?
Yeah, that's on
Oh.
you.
No, what the hell?
There we go, he's back.
Cat said a thing, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, that's all the volume.
Oh, they're all
Yeah, no, I
quiet.
figured that was happening. I was like, well, I don't think he'd be able to tell if anybody else is, but if he sees my mouth moving and he knows I'm not making a sound, then that's gonna be.
Okay. I'm not terribly fussed about who gets what right now, and Burberry's got a big bag of stuff they're just kind of collecting, I think.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be something like if we see something we really want, we'll just take it. I don't know. Figure it out later.
Yes, we'll let things go into Burberry's bag of savings or whatever.
Okay.
Whilst
Am I taking? Oh no, John's taking the thing. And you probably should keep the beads, Noelle.
Oh, and they do look lovely. They kind of match my shirt.
Outfit, yes. Granted, you look lovely in anything.
Thank you. How many gemstones did we get?
6.
6?
11 gems.
Oh, 11. Sorry, I thought
There are 6 beads on the necklace.
Yeah, that's me.
11. Okay, so we have sorry, I wrote 8 100 gold piece gemstones last time. Do we have 11 more?
11 10 gold piece gemstones.
Oh. So
And
8
I'll-
100 gold piece gemstones, 11 10 gold piece gemstones. That's a little bit less exciting. Alright.
Okay.
So, I think in the interest of moving things forward here, let's go report back to our buddies.
Okay.
I'll go get Yoan and Leon, and then we can all head back together.
Okay. When you retrieve them from the sort of the entryway to the Kobold Warren, they are very happy to see you and more than ready to leave.
Yep.
You can definitely hear the sounds of Kobold voices echoing from both directions up the tunnels towards you guys. They're definitely awake at this point. And you guys scurry out of there.
Goodbye forever.
Terrible, terrible creatures. And
They're
yeah,
not
you guys-
terrible, they just have needs.
So you guys just leave the little treasure room after taking all the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave little skulls lying where they.
I mean, they probably got fucking blown apart by the gun, so.
I mean, they're just laying there, just fucking dead kobolds. from fucking millennia
The skulls
ago.
are intact after getting shot twice?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take them.
Okay,
Like, who knows? Maybe for research purposes, someone will want them.
sure.
Just tell the lady at the front that we saw nothing. We just found a couple of skulls and leave it at that.
Definitely not hundreds of gold.
Or kobolds.
Okay, so you head back across this collapsed chamber, get across the ravine, and are able to regroup with the rest of your party, Jade and Professor Hoosier, in the central chamber. Jade is very happy to see you, Noel, obviously.
Yes.
It's like, I am so relieved you're okay. You look a little rough.
Yeah.
Are you singed?
Yeah, I sort of opened a door and these two skulls, I'll take them out of my bag, shot fireballs at us. Yeah. So.
That. Oh, God. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Is everyone okay?
Physically, Kiki got the worst of it, though, for sure.
I don't want to talk about it.
She got eaten badly. Twice.
I still don't want to talk about it.
That's why I did it for you.
Can we stop talking about it?
We can. How's things been out here?
And Professor Hoosier will kind of step forward. It's good to see you, too. Yo and Leon. I won't lie. One casualty was bad enough. I'm very relieved to see the two of you are all right. They both just kind of look at each other and are like, we're ready to be done with this place, I think. And Professor's like, of course you are. I hesitate to ask, but did you find anything else over there?
Well, we
Maybe
found
something that would have fit in those,
Yeah, I'll reach in my bag of holding. I got one, and I can't really hold them both at the same time. And then
She'll
here's
just
another.
take them both, like one under each arm, like, oh, look at these. Very excited to see them. And she'll just kind of like sit down with them and lay them on the ground next to her. It's like, oh, they are hefty. Good work. No sign of the third then.
We have a hunch of where it is. Hey, one of the kobolds. Oh, there was kobolds over there, by the way.
Really?
Oh yeah, I just showed you two of their
Group
skulls.
of them. They
Living
are.
ones.
Yes, but they are very prolific.
Ooh.
They have
I
a
see.
very skewed understanding of everything, basically.
Have they been locked down here this whole time?
I think so. And it shows.
My God. It's amazing.
Has this ever happened before?
I've never encountered living servitors. I found the skeletons, the living quarters for sure, but never living ones.
They are
That's amazing.
they are friendly. So you do have to set very clear boundaries with them.
Yes.
Oh, see. Then they speak
Draconic.
They speak Draconic, but it's very
Old Draconic.
archaic.
Must be archaic.
I could only mostly understand them.
I mean, imagine the drift. 50,000 years of linguistic isolation. Oh, that must have been something to hear. Is it safe to go over there?
Yes.
It is at this moment exactly, but there are a lot of giant bug burrows over there, and I imagine a lot of nests waiting to refill it. We cleaned them out, but give it a few weeks and it'll probably be back.
It's a tight window, but I mean, be worth it.
I mean,
I don't suppose I could convince him if he to stick around a little longer that I might be able to speak with them for a time. They stories they must have.
like I said, it's safe over there right now. I could just take you over there for a little bit and let you talk to him.
Or we
Would
could
you?
ask if some of them are not engaged and come over here instead.
That's true. Although we have to get him across that gap.
I imagine more talking will get done if you're not in the middle of it.
A fair point. Well, if you can, I would love to. I mean, that's just... that's gravy, really.
Yeah, just to be clear though, you're excited because this is a fascinating historical find, not
course.
like I'm gonna sell
I've
him to
never-
a zoo type of
Goodness,
situation,
no.
right? Inside check.
Give me that side check, then.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a good roll. 26.
She is disgusted and aghast that you would insinuate such a
Okay.
thing.
Good. Okay. You passed my test. Come on.
Thank God.
That is not to say that you're wrong, but I'm kidding. She is not going to sell them.
She's
She is-
disgusted, but she's still gonna sell him to a zoo.
She's disgusted you would accuse her of such a thing because it's
I did
painfully
not
accurate.
accuse her. I was asking a question.
No,
Okay.
she very frantically makes clear, I think, that she has been researching dragons almost her entire life, and to meet living servitors, in her words, is a dream come true. This is a once in a lifetime find,
Okay.
and she wants to get as much out of these guys as she possibly can.
Well, I could take her over there for like an hour. I don't think we're in any immediate rush.
No.
And
Greatly
let her
appreciate it.
do a little interview, because I can do, the communication, I forget what it's called, universal speech. I'll act as kind of a translator too, just in case. I feel like I don't know where I'm going with this thought, but yeah, that would be fine. That'd be fine. So I'll just kind of be the liaison for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take her over there and
I'll also message ahead and request and/or warn the kobolds that we are coming back with somebody who has questions.
okay. I mean, you would need to get pretty deep into that wing with Noelle, I think, in order to
Yeah,
get
that's
a message through. Yeah. So messaging ahead, there's definitely some interest from the recipients of your message, and I think some of the kobolds will actually come out of their warrens to actually like meet you in the tunnels outside and kind of step out into the mushroom forest to kind of.
It's very busy in there. It's very difficult to talk. Hello.
Don't let their cute voices fool you.
I mean, Hoosier just takes a look at them. Is like, oh, I see what you meant. Yeah, no, they've said medical. They're not even alive.
What's she saying?
She said it's very nice to meet you.
Oh, God, yes, it's very fitting.
I think it's fascinating that you think we're pretty, given that you've been down here for 50,000 years and have no like cultural context for beauty standards or anything.
Oh, yes, well, you don't look like us, so that's a good start.
Anything that's not us is pretty. Our beauty standards are looks the least like us.
Our standards are not inbreeding.
Our standards are doesn't look like my siblings.
I mean, that's a pretty good solid standard, let's be
It's
real.
a good standard. It's a good standard. They're very appreciative of it.
I I think Noah would be very interested to at least suss out over the course of the conversation, like, whether they had any interest in, like, leaving or, like, exploring further, or, like, if they'd be amicable to some kind of discussion with, you know, more people like the professor to relocate or something like that. I don't know if that's what the professor wants, but that's what Noah will be curious to ask about.
I mean, the professor is obviously very interested in the tomb itself. You know, she's definitely starting with questions about the tomb. She's asking about, you know, the Prince Mizaxes, who is buried here. She's asking about, you know, the line of descent that these guys, you know, can trace back to, like, you know, who was your clan back during, you know, the heyday of your civilization, and, you know, really digging into, you know, these historical questions. The kobolds do not have great answers for her.
Yeah, I figured they wouldn't.
You definitely get the sense pretty quickly. These guys have lost a lot of their lore, let's say, over the millennia.
Heck, maybe they're learning some things from this conversation.
Like, literacy itself is not common among them. Like, there's a few of them that can read the inscriptions
right.
in the tomb itself. They have stories, but they verge on just outright fantasy. You know, they're clearly, like, based on the murals that are kind of engraved on the walls of the tomb chamber, but you are certain that these dragons were not riding, you know, fire-propelled warships into battle, you know, through the skies against, you know, these, like, in-headed aliens wielding spears. Like, it's just ridiculous shit.
Right.
You know, from the sound of it. Very, very garbled histories. But Hoosier's definitely taking it down very, very intently. You know, just even having an account of any kind from something like this is very valuable to her.
Yeah.
I would like to clarify a couple of things. How long are you wanting to, like, sit and converse?
1 hour. Because that's how long universal speech lasts.
Okay. And I also want to ask, what is the rest of the party doing during this hour?
Burberry's at war with himself for like half of it.
Staying away from the kobolds. Ugh. Sorry, I started coughing.
That's fair.
They're probably just chilling out in the main room. Just
hanging out in the main room?
And maybe casting ascending to the guy who's building the room temples to add in more.
Oh, the little fey horrid guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give. I don't wait. I forgot. Do I pay him in money or no?
I think you were paying him in gemstones.
All right. Can I take all? Can I buy all the gemstones that we got from this trip?
And that's between you and the party.
That's why I'm asking. Can I buy the gemstones that we bought from this trip? Like exchange it for money immediately. Do you want all of them?
I'm doing a trade if that needs to be.
All of them. I'm just kidding. Go for it.
Okay. You can trade out the gemstones for money, Pete.
You left the room.
Oh. How much did the money total for, or the gemstones total for?
They are. So you have 11 worth 10, so 110, 1,600, So 1,710 gold worth of gemstones.
Okay, and how much was each room again?
Oh gosh.
You gave me a number. I forgot.
I would have to go back and look it up, so I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think it was like
Um,
500.
it would not have been more than a few thousand, I don't imagine, unless you were building something giant.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to get back to you on that one. Let me
Okay, well, you can just immediately, like, dissolve 1,000 gold into however many rooms.
Burberry spending.
Because basically, I do want to give these. If the kobolds do want to leave and try living outside, I want them to have a haven that they can go to.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So Barnaby staying away from the kobolds in the main room. Burberry would have gone with to message and is now coordinating with the Corrid architect, working on Montybon. Anything for John or Kiki this hour? Okay. So Noelle.
Mm-hmm.
About 20, 25 minutes into this conversation,
Uh-oh.
I have one last question for you.
Oh.
Where are those kobold skulls?
They're in my bag of holding.
This is either about to be really funny or really horrifying.
Sorry, my headphones died there for a minute, so I didn't hear anything. Did you call me?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
But we might need you in about 10 seconds.
Okay.
Depends on where this
Noelle,
sentence
give
goes.
me a perception check.
Do the skulls reanimate?
I guess they do.
Were you asking me that?
No, it just did.
20. Brain. 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah, 7 plus 8 is 20.
You would notice a green light shining out from the opening of your bag.
Uh-oh. That's not normal.
You feel something in the bag beginning to jostle against it.
Uh-oh. Okay. Professor, I'm gonna need you to stay right here. I cast Dimension Door.
Okay, where are you going?
Back to the party.
Okay. So Noelle teleports back to the main chamber, leaving Professor Hoosier at the company of some kobolds.
I'll tell the kobolds, be respectful.
That's the last thing you hear
No.
before.
I'll be back, I swear. When I reappear, I'll just look at the party. My bag is glowing. It's the skulls.
Oh dear. Do we need to murder them again?
I think so.
Yeah, Noelle. Alright, that's a miss. Yeah, you definitely feel the bag beginning to violently thrash and fight against you on its strap. This green light is beginning to pouring out of the gaps between the lid and the opening. You're starting to see tongues of flame beginning to lick at the edges of it.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
And you can definitely hear.
Everybody get ready. I'm gonna toss them out.
Okay. So these skulls again clatter across the stone before they catch themselves rising back up into the air, turning on you, eyes livid, just like
Could I
a light
have
with flame.
a ready to attack since I know that it was coming out?
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack.
Is it close to us at all?
Yeah, they would have been lost like 20 feet away.
Is there someone close to them? Oh wait, no, it's first round of combat. I'm good.
Yep.
Okay. 8 plus 8, 16.
16 will hit.
This is fucking Noel's blunder after blunder today.
I mean, it's understandable. We wouldn't normally. Whenever we kill things, they don't get back up again.
Get baited, I got you to pick up my skulls.
40.
Like, you should just be excited that they didn't
40
destroy the
damage.
stuff in your bag.
Okay, one of the skulls, you just level your gun and pull the trigger, and it immediately collides with the skull. It goes flying back across the room, clattering to the ground. The flame just snuffed out instantly.
Okay. Have another attack. 17 plus 7 hits, I'm guessing.
Yep, that hits.
11, 19, 29 damage.
29.
Yep.
Okay, that is damage. It is
Alright.
not dead.
Cool. I have
It is
another attack.
still up and angry.
Oh, that wasn't that one. I think I have advantage. Okay, 12 plus 7.
12 plus 7 is 19. That will succeed.
Brain. 15. Plus 8. Oh, God.
23.
23.
Thank you.
It's okay, Johnny. Don't cry.
33.
33 damage.
Okay. And with 2 gunshots, this one also gets snuffed out and humbles backwards across the floor, just skidding to a halt on the
Noel,
ground.
very frustrated, probably futilely, is just gonna go try and stomp on him. Break you
Okay.
stupid fucking things.
Stomping on it, I mean, you hear the cracking of bone, and you can see little splinters kind of flying out. As you stand there, or as you step back away from the skulls, though, shockingly, they still appear to be
I
intact.
continue to stomp.
No, I'll just keep stomping.
We're gonna go
Take a
looking
break every
for...
couple minutes. You step away, and as soon as you look down at them, they're whole again.
God damn it.
Burberry's gonna go look into one of like these 5-foot dead ends, or like there's a couple of them around like here.
Sure.
Can I take them with me and use? I would like to use stone shape to just jam them and completely cover them in a very thick wad of dirt.
Sure.
Just put them in a rock prison.
You just sink them into the stone, like, sit, you fuckers.
No,
and
no.
just close the stone around them.
I mean,
They are
it's
now
very...
entombed in stone somewhere.
Like, it's
with
not
Glass
Kiki that got entombed.
Yay! How fortunate.
Noel gives Burberry a hug. Thank you very much. That was cathartic.
Anytime.
Oh shit, the professor.
You go back to the professor, and she is doing her best to try and have a conversation with them, but her Draconic is a very formal, throaty, much more clean, I guess, rendition of the language. The kobolds, again, this just bizarre affect and inflection on their words. She's having limited success, continuing the conversation without you.
Okay.
And as soon as you're back, she's like, "Oh, good job."
Sorry about
very-
that.
Terribly fun.
Her skull's
no,
reanimated. You know how it is.
I understand. Line of work. It wasn't too serious, was it?
Oh no, but they did shoot a couple of fireballs at us, and I felt like that wasn't good to have with 100 kobolds nearby. So
Oh no.
I had to
no,
get out of here real quick.
No, but thank you. I appreciate that. Well, shall we continue?
Yeah, I think I've still
she'll
got like
just
a
scooch back
half
over
an
and
hour
make some
on
room
this.
for you. Yeah. And you guys can wrap this conversation. Towards the end of it, with your own interest in this
Yeah.
conversation, talking to the kobolds. You kind of bring up the subject of would they be interested in talking to other people? Would they be interested in leaving this cave? The answers you get back are trepidatious. They are a little nervous about the idea of leaving. They've never left. No one's ever left except for Knight, as far as they know.
Yeah.
And God knows if he's even still alive. They do indicate that they would feel kind of guilty leaving the tomb. That's sort of why they're here. Why their people are here. They're supposed to live
Right.
here. They're supposed to be taking care of it, I guess.
Yeah.
They're honestly, as soon as they start talking about it, it's very clear they are very, very scant on details on what their actual responsibilities were supposed to be. Much of that also seems to have been lost to time. And there's just like a lot of like scratching of heads and looking at each other, just kind of like, we were supposed to... No, we built this place.
There are
Us.
a lot of people like the professor here who quite literally researched all these dragons and things for a living. And they're not terribly far from here. Maybe they could help you figure out what you were supposed to do if you wanted to talk to them.
Say, give me a perception check.
That is a good argument.
27.
They latch onto that immediately. It's like, yes, please, if you know what did... We don't know what we're doing. We'll be honest.
Really?
I
Okay.
never would have guessed.
Yeah, so, while we can't really get that set up at the moment, you give us, a couple, I'll look at the professor, like, days or weeks to get these things set up, and we could send more people to come talk to you guys. Is that okay?
I would also like to contact the silver
Platinum Brotherhood.
Platinum Brotherhood, because they would also be very aware of what the kobolds were.
I'm sure they've got a
supposed to be
temple
doing.
in this place, this island.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you saw actual Platinum Brotherhood like full mask and regalia like walking around in Warnilla on the way to the tavern.
Oh wait, could I sending the one
The ambassador.
the ambassador?
I would
Okay.
say you probably shouldn't contact them before we're done pilfering this tomb. They might not be happy about us doing that. And if they're like, we'll be there before the end of the day, then that makes getting the final treasure room a little trickier.
That's fair. Although they might be better equipped to know what's behind the door.
We'll figure it out.
If we open the
Okay.
door, we'll know what's behind it.
Exactly.
Burberry just gives you a look like that ever suffering like this is gonna go horribly, but okay.
No, I've been having good luck today.
No.
Okay. Well, with my curiosity sated, and it sounds like the kobolds are at least amicable to more people showing up and talking to them. So that's a start.
Yeah.
I'll take the professor back.
Sure. So regrouping. The kobolds are sorry to see her go, for sure. She was very nice. very pretty. They liked having her around.
We'll send more nice, pretty people. Maybe even the professor if she's interested. Who knows?
I would love to come back, absolutely.
There you go. You can be right in charge of this, because we're probably not going to stay on the old call long once we're done here.
She'll just kind of like glance at you and glance down at your bag and be like, I imagine you probably won't, will you?
We did make a pact a long time ago that we would never go spelunking again, and then my girlfriend got in trouble, so here we are. But
Sure. Well,
I mean, what kind of girlfriend would you be if you did not go whenever your girlfriend was in trouble?
true. Who wouldn't kill dozens of giant bugs for their love? Tale as old as time.
it is a little romantic when you put it that way. Still not a fan of the giant bugs, but I imagine you had a much worse them. Well,
Okay.
suppose the only question left is this third keystone.
Yeah, I'll tell her about Night, although she maybe heard that story already.
It probably came up over the course of the conversation. He's one of the ones that left, right? Or the only
Yep.
one that left.
So presumably there's another chamber. I mean, there is another chamber we haven't looked into thoroughly.
We're gonna go to the other kobolds. We're gonna find out that they've been doing just fine, and they're like, advanced technology, and we could be great.
They have
The east wing of the-
flying cars.
The east wing is the advanced wing. You've been dealing with the cave kobolds this whole time. Why, yes. We haven't heard from our brothers on the other side of the tube in some
I
eons.
forgot they were there. They still alive.
Yeah. Hoosier would basically say, well, I mean, as soon as you have it, by all means, please bring it here. I'll get these two set up and just keep an eye on things. That's all right. I don't imagine I'll be of much use to you doing any more delving. But I have been.
Sure. Yeah, keep them safe.
I suppose I'll wait your return.
Sure. I guess.
And as she does, I think Jade's gonna be like, if I could have a moment, she'll kind of walk up to you, Noelle, and just
Yeah.
kind of pull you aside.
Are we having the same thought?
I don't know. What thought are you having?
You go first.
I was just going to say, I mean, you already took care of everything. I mean, you saved everyone. I mean, this was. Thank you. I'm trying to say, obviously,
Oh.
but
Of course.
I mean, you're not at the hook for the rest of this if you don't want to. I think I don't want to impose. Is all. I know you guys have a lot going on with the Eastern Alliance and everything. I don't want to keep you from that. Is all I wanted to say.
Well, I mean, I won't lie, it wasn't the most fun I've ever had over there. But we were largely very capable of taking on everything that was over there. And if there's a lot of historical knowledge and money that could be acquired by continuing.
She just gets kind of a knowing smile, like, okay, I see you have gotten
Look,
the back then.
Jade, I told you that we've earned a lot of money doing our missions on these islands that we've either fallen into or taken voluntarily. And I think it's because we keep pushing through to the end of things like this.
That's fair.
Are you being quiet about this?
We're off to the side a little bit.
Yeah, Jade would have. This would have been a quiet aside. She did not want Hoosier to be in earshot of this, so she kind of took Noelle off to the side of the chamber.
That's fine. I will keep my thought to myself then, because I cannot.
Jade is. I mean, she's just wanted to make clear. It's like, I mean, I just don't want you to feel obliged to, do my job for me if that is where this was at. But if you are just thinking maybe there is more to be found here, I can respect that. I mean, you've certainly earned it.
I have a hunch there is more to be found here. And from what I've seen, I think we're capable of taking on whatever we're about to run into on the other side of this thing.
So I'll just kind of glance back towards the antechamber with the dais through the double doors. Just say, I hope so. I won't lie. That wall makes me a little nervous.
Which one?
The dragon glass crystal thing, the barrier,
Right.
I don't know magic, but I can feel something coming from it,
Yeah.
It's strong.
Burberry tried to look on the other side of it, and it kind of,
It looked like it bit him almost.
yeah.
Just be careful, okay?
As always.
She'll give you a little kiss on the cheek. For luck.
Gay! Literally.
Gay? Leon says from across the room. Yeah, we'll just...
You're welcome again for saving your life, by the way.
Thank you. He's just rubbing his head.
Okay. Well, I think we should endeavor to at least get a start on what we're about to do here. Well, anyone who wants to go explore the west side?
East side.
The east side? I'm looking at the map upside down, that's what's going on.
Oops.
Which I'm gonna assume is Noelle, Kiki, John,
Let's do it.
Barnaby,
Everyone's just like, I don't want to.
and
I'm going to assume that we're going to be able to do this without pissing off the Platinum Brotherhood.
Who cares?
Only one way to find
Maybe
out.
we should figure out if this is gonna
Did
be
you
a
just say who
pro-
cares?
Okay, wait. As we walk into this room, wait. Is there gonna be some big problem here? Because I just told Jay we were gonna go see this to the end.
Well, it was discussed before we walked in here. The Platinum Brotherhood doesn't really like it when people take their things and they revere dragons, so unearthing a dragon's tomb would probably piss them off, yes.
Yes.
Just because they revere dragons doesn't make this their thing.
Many centuries of dragons in your history, have you? Burberry's just eyeing John.
To be fair, I will say, Burberry, you would know the Platinum Brotherhood was not contemporaneous with the dragons of this plane whatsoever. They are...
Well, they are dragonborns primarily, right?
They are primarily dragonborn who revere the dragons, but they are... I mean, the sect is a few hundred years old, right? They're not...
Well, I mean, still, that would be like going, oh, well, why would the Catholic Church care about if, this was Jesus' tomb?
He's not using it.
If you want to go,
Same thing.
Sure.
I'll throw out there, if you want to go by who actually technically would deserve all the money, it would be the kobolds, probably. But I don't think they would know what to do with it.
I'm not Roxy. I'm not Roxy.
Are you saying you don't want to keep going? Is that what's happening?
Hold on.
That's what I'm trying to suss out.
Well,
Because you have Kiki's vote. I just want you to know she's done with this shit.
He's like, fuck this place.
Yes.
Well, I actually was introduced to the conclave through the Platinum Brother. My mentor was a Platinum Brotherhood member, so I would rather stay on decent terms with them.
I see.
Think of it this way. What we find in there could help us save the world and therefore the Platinum Brotherhood.
You know, John, you're not usually a charismatic son of a bitch, but you sold me.
I mean, legitimately, both sides do have good points. It's not like we're doing something unimportant.
I will agree only with the understanding that anything that we find that might have a religious significance, excluding your shield, should go to the Platinum Brotherhood since this is kind of their religion.
I think that's completely fair, to be honest.
Also, if they want to trade me a non-religious +2 shield, I'm fine with giving them a religious shield to them.
The problem is that you would have to admit to having it.
That's fine.
That is a catch-22 where he got right there.
For what it's worth, Burberry, I thought Illigal would be a cool thing to explore at some point, like early on when we all first met. But when I learned that, there are a lot of people here who don't like people exploring the tombs and taking stuff, I figured we were never going to come here. But kind of now that we're here, and given the context of everything that we've seen and done and what we're about to do, I do think it behooves us to find everything we can to help our cause right now.
As I said, as it's namely if it has any religious significance, so that I may, because if the likelihood of being able to even get the Platinum Brotherhood to assist us drastically drops if we piss them off.
True.
And I would rather have the additional sect of the Conclave on my side rather than against it, rather than one or two magical trinkets.
I'll say this much. I think this chick here, points at Noelle, can talk her way out of anything and everything. So I think we're going to be okay. As long as we don't just flaunt what we have.
We've had to do it before. Well, okay, as long as we're all on the same page, I think this will continue then. And I guess, Burberry, you speak up if you think that we're overstepping, please.
Burberry will just nod. For this thing, if you could, help guide me a bit, because I don't know all of the teachings of the Platinum Brotherhood and or what I would.
Sure.
Yeah. If you could be the religious lens through this, that'd be great.
Again, long story short, Platinum Brotherhood reveres the dragons, and their patron ultimately, they trace their kind of religious tradition back to the father of dragons, the Platinum Dragon, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are a sect. They're not technically Conclave, since they are tied to sort of an old ancestral god. The Conclave is more we're trying to get this.
They're trying to make them go away.
Well, no, they're trying to get a new pantheon going and trying to get support for it, which the Platinum Brotherhood has respected the effort, but they are not abandoning the old traditions. They're friendly. They're not antagonistic, but they're also we know what you're doing, why you're doing it, but we're not going to abandon the old ways.
Well, I mean, that does make sense. Most of the clerics are the same way.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of tension, but not enough for it to be a problem. It's just kind of hey, you could be helping out more with the the recruiting and the proselytizing of the new gods and everything, and it's yeah, we could, but we're not going to.
We sure could.
So we're doing this right now.
The issue they have on Illigal, what you guys have heard, obviously, tomb raiding is a problem on the island, and the Platinum Brotherhood is sort of at the forefront of fighting it within Warnilla and the other communities on the island. The issue being, obviously, disrespect towards, the dead, buried dragon. God, excuse me.
He's being possessed by the
Dragons.
dragons.
The dead and buried dragons on the island. They want to make the tombs, sanctified places, holy places. These should be sites of pilgrimage. These should not be sites of wealth accrual.
So basically, the exact opposite of what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I never wanted to do this, because I knew it was so morally.
I'm sure they wouldn't want this place full of all these insects and creatures that are making it all dirty and everything. We're just cleaning it up for a fee.
I mean, the argument that you are also, looking to equip yourselves for a fight to save the plane is.
I feel like that's the stronger
in
argument.
In light of current events, that there's some water to be held.
There are no tombs to explore if everybody dies.
Yeah, so if the dragon tomb can help us fix that problem, let's put that to good
What's
use.
one measly
Noel.
dragon tomb? Yes.
I think John's coming after your job. He's being very persuasive right now.
I mean, I feel like my argument was the stronger one, but John's is certainly the louder one.
I don't know.
It depends on what kind of person you're talking to. Kiki is very money driven, and at this point, Burberry is literally pulling out the elven chain shirt and just holding it in Kiki's direction because that was the agreed fee.
What?
Oh, the magic item that can keep
To
going.
get you to keep helping us.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just being an ass. You can just put it away for now.
So are you being an ass or are you being genuine right now?
About what?
Why not both?
Burberry gestures in John's direction.
Oh, about him stealing Noel's job?
Yes.
No, never. Never possible.
Though I will request at the end of our attempting again, savior of the world, returning the things.
Returning what things?
However you want to do it, Burberry. You're the one who has the largest objection to all of this.
Things. I don't even have things besides my own.
Well, we did just try to give you elven chainmail.
Actually, what does elven chainmail do?
It is.
That actually might be really good for Kiki. She has a shit.
It's 13 AC plus 1, so 14 AC. You could add up to 2 dex to it, and you have proficiency with it, even if you're not proficient with medium armor.
Okay, nope. It's shittier than what I have. Never mind.
Okay.
It's more for
the
wizards
money.
and sorcerers and the like.
Yeah, it's offering is
But-
but
It is valuable.
Sounds
So-
like the moral side of this has largely been either postponed or at least, temporarily agreed upon. So, I feel like I want to at least start looking around for stuff until something fucking tries to kill us.
Sure.
Eats us.
So, stepping into this large chamber, right?
We've been in here before, haven't we?
You have not. Kiki and Jade have been.
Oh, right.
This was the wing they got kind of locked into when the trap fell in the main chamber. And they had to escape through catacombs in a sort of a passageway on the south side of this chamber.
Oh, yeah, so I guess Kiki would be the one to ask about this place.
And yeah, Kiki would be able to tell everybody. I'll just keep going.
Yep.
There is a secret door that was open when they came in here, thankfully, so they were able to find it. They went looking around. They found just catacombs filled with these animated kobold corpses. But one of them had kind of collapsed in on itself, and there was a crevasse they were able to sort of escape through, back to the surface. North of this chamber, there's an incomplete passageway, and east of this chamber, there is a set of double doors, heavy stone doors that they did not investigate. They went for the open door first. This chamber itself, as you're stepping into it, looks to be filled primarily with masonry tools. There's workhorses, hammers, chisels, all kinds of stoneworking paraphernalia just scattered around this chamber. Everything's covered in a very, very thick layer of dust. It does not look like this chamber has been used very much. But you can see that there are footprints in the dust, notably Kiki and Jade's. A
Right.
couple pairs of boot prints leading towards that southern wall.
So to be
I'd
clear, this was the area that they took out, or no?
Yes, that was the path.
This was their escape route.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say currently that door is closed. And with your passive perceptions, both Kiki and Noelle would notice, alongside their boot prints, there is a very small set of the dust.
You just cut out. What did you say?
I said there is a small set of kobold tracks that meander from the pair of stone doors across the chamber from you towards the southern wall and then back again.
Okay. Do
Well-
they look roughly as fresh as the other prints, or within a day or two, or whatever?
I'll say give me a survival check.
Terrible. 14? I rolled terrible, but I have a plus 11 to that.
With a 14, I would say probably. I mean, hard to say, but the fact that you can see them through the dust tells you that they happened relatively recently.
Okay. I feel like I'd want to do a sweep of this room to... well, actually, did Kiki and Jade already... I guess if they found a secret door, they must have swept the room for traps.
The door had been ajar when they stepped into this chamber the first time.
Oh.
They just went for the open door.
Well, then I'll go search the room for either traps or switches to open this big stone door.
Alright. I'll say give me an investigation check.
17?
17. Okay. You would not find switches per se. I mean, taking a look at the secret door, you definitely feel that it's of a similar sort of make to the one that concealed that little treasure room.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it just kind of like slides in onto a rail and then slides into the wall. But you're not seeing any signs of, there's no tripwires, there's no barbed, anything, like, no spike traps, no
No
dark
ceiling spikes.
holes, no ceiling spikes. Like, you're looking around and you're feeling pretty confident. This room looks to have been like an old workroom.
Okay.
And poking around the passage kind of leading towards those double doors, there doesn't appear to be anything on the wall, switches or buttons or anything. You just see, two big stone handles on the doors
Okay.
that look like they pull open.
Well, I'm gonna guess that Knight went this way. I guess he had a reason to go the way that Kiki and Jade went originally. Or
I
there was no
mean, all the
upstairs.
other directions are dead ends, yeah.
Presumably, I guess it would behoove us to go through. I mean, if Knight's this way, then we should go this way. And it seems like that's where he would be.
Okay.
So I will endeavor to move one of these doors open.
Okay. So, Opening the door as you swing this heavy stone impediment open, you hear a voice call out to you from the other side of it as you kind of open access to the other chamber.
Who's out there? Who's this? Who's coming out here?
And as you open the door wide enough to see inside, what you're looking at, there is an octagonal chamber in here. It's probably about 40 feet across in any direction. And you can see these like narrow alcoves, these like recesses in the walls, like a grid of them, these like deep pockets of shadow almost, that have been cut into many of the walls here. These like small squarish, like 2x2 almost windows, right? Just kind of punching into the stone. You can see a workspace that kind of wraps around the far wall to sort of the southern wall. There are a variety of implements, jars, wraps, all kinds of things kind of like laid out here. And you can see in the center of the chamber, there's this stone slab. It looks like an old piece of quarry rock that they just kind of dragged in here and set down as a workspace. On the slab, you can see tied down the form of a kobold. You can hear it making just the most ungodly, wretched, groaning sounds. Just... And standing over it, wrapped in this ratty black shawl, stands a living kobold who has turned with an expression of exasperation and irritation towards the door. He has in his hands a long metal hook. It's like a stem with like a big round hook at the end, and what looks like a pair of like tongs or pincers, forceps. And his hands and the front of his ratty black shawl are all just kind of covered in black guts. And he looks over to you, blinks his eyes. He says,
You're not one of them. You're new.
and he's saying all of this in the same broken, draconic that you heard spoken by the kobolds in the West Wing.
Night?
How do you know my name?
As he kind of gestures the hook at you, accusatorily.
We were sent to come find you.
By who?
What'd he say?
Shoot. Noelle would know this. What was the name of the dragon whose tomb this is?
Okay. You are in the tomb of... Damn it, where is the fucking name?
The DM forgot! Quick, make something up!
I'm clarifying. Mazaxes the Third.
Well, we were sent by Zaxxes the Third. Night. to check in on you.
They give me a deception check. You liar.
That's the thing. That's just the default, 23.
23. Okay.
Like how the default is 23.
I can't roll lower than that.
Fucking wild. Knight looks momentarily surprised and then very confused. Like, he is just scrunkling up his face like,
Zaxi sent you? But he's dead. What did you?
Oh,
You can't.
can I call Burberry over? Burberry, come here.
he's
Yeah.
like scratching his head with the hook he's holding in his hands.
And Burberry does have full regalia on, so if you're gunning for him looking like kobolds, you'll need to tell him.
No, but I am gunning for him looking like a religious man.
Done. That is my default.
Our cleric received word from beyond the veil that Mazaxes wished for our presence here.
Burberry has never felt so happy that he has a mask on.
You spoke to the prince. He's never sent for outsiders before.
Things have changed tonight. A lot has changed.
And he kind of looks down at the dead kobold that is currently writhing against its restraints on the slab.
Wait, did you say dead?
It is a zombie.
It,
Or
it looks
undead?
dead as hell, but it's still moving
It's
and
a
it is
zombold.
groaning. Zombold.
Zombold.
He's like, I can't think of making this rocket. He grabs another like leather belt and just starts wrapping it around the snout. It's just and he'll just kind of throw the little tools down and just kind of down the steps. Now that he's standing on level ground with you, much less of an imposing figure than he was standing on that dais. He is a good 2.5 feet tall.
He was never imposing.
In his little shawl of darkness, as he kind of creeps towards you on these very, very light footsteps, kind of clasping his hands together.
What does Mazax's bid? It has been very long since Knight has heard from him.
Well, I think first, an update on what you have been up to. You've got quite a lot of tools, and I noticed, and I'll point down the footprints, that you've been back and forth a bit.
Yes. I've been busy. The others have forgotten so much of our ways. I have so much I don't know, but we need to get into this place. And if they won't help me, there are others here who knew its ways, its passages. I can use them instead.
Have they been helpful?
Less than I would hope. But I would not be here if not for Mazax's bidding. I would not have this power without his blessing.
What powers do you possess?
I've raised them from their sleep.
He like just fucking hunches even deeper into his little shawl, just clacking his little
he's trying
fingers
to look
together.
intimidating. It's so cute.
Oh, did we meet our little baby koboldic
This is the
Igor?
little necromancer. Oh my gosh, I just want to pat his head. Noel does not say that.
It's probably for the best. He'd probably get mad. You're already pushing it by going, "Ah, yes, Miss Axie sent us. Wait, you have powers?"
Good head for Perry.
Sorry.
We kicked up a lot of dust when we opened that door.
It's very dusty in here. It also stinks. It smells like formaldehyde and
Smells like the dead.
corpses. Yeah.
Knight,
Oh,
might you divulge an update on the state of the tomb right now?
You've seen it, you made it in here. It's
Was it?
terrible.
I mean, the front door is right over there.
It's wide open. Raiders came in. They made their way through the catacombs. He stood up a whole minute and left the door open. This place is a wreck. It needs so much work to put back together, and I am just one kobold.
I was more asking about, well, obviously, very unfortunate about the tombs over there. That's a bummer. But like the ones, are there more beyond this?
The clan is buried in this room.
The what?
The clan, my father's fathers, and
He's counting on his fingers.
I'm out of
And
fingers.
so on and so on.
Also, their mothers, but also them.
Right? Wait, how did that sentence start?
the clan. The clan is buried in the catacombs.
Okay, I'm not asking about the catacombs. Are there more beyond, like, not even in the catacombs, but, like, elsewhere, okay? That's what I'm asking. On this side of the tomb. More rooms, more chambers. Or is it just the catacombs?
The catacombs.
That's it. Okay,
Yes.
you're talking about over there, and don't point to the cemetery door.
Yes.
That's everything. That's
Yes.
over here.
Yes. Did Ms. Axie's not tell you? Were you not briefed?
Hey,
Were you not briefed?
it's okay. It takes a lot of magic to talk to. You would know divine magics and necromancy magics. It's tough stuff. Okay. It's not like we had a whole day with the guy. You know the magic of sending? It's like that, basically.
Just like squinting up at you.
Does he have the thing we're looking for?
Give me a perception check.
I feel like he won't be able to carry it. Barely.
I mean, you must have carried it over here at some point.
19.
19. I mean, he clearly doesn't have it on his person. So you start looking around the chamber, and you catch sight of what looks like a round stone object on the back wall, up on the shelf, next to several jars, just kind of tucked in.
Do you mind while you guys are talking if I go look at the zombie kobold?
I would say you should just do it.
Okay,
and
cool.
sneak,
I'll go over there.
because I
and
would
then
very much like him not to see you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to like sneak past him.
I'll say give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Noel's intentionally standing between him and Kiki.
He just kind of slides in front of him.
26.
Okay. 26. He doesn't seem to notice as Kiki just begins to quietly sidle around the perimeter of the room in the dark.
Perfect. I'm gonna steal the thing that we need.
Give me a sleight
This
of
is
hand
where we
check.
find out there's 5 giant centipedes on the ceiling in that room.
Undead centipedes.
Where's that? Oh. 1-4.
Before? Okay. So, as quietly as it is possible to roll a bowling ball into your hands, you do so.
Does
I
she
put it in a
identify
bag
that
of holding.
it
And
is-
begin to sidle back towards the entrance.
Do I need to roll another stealth check?
With disadvantage now because you were carrying a big, heavy ass.
Well, I
book.
actually
in
get
a bag of
advantage
holding.
on stealth, so.
No, good thing.
Well, can I put it in a bag of holding? Or
Or
is it too big?
That's what I was doing
about
with
the
the
size
other
of a
ones.
bowling ball. Yeah, I mean it'll fit.
Okay, she'll put it in our bag of holding.
All right, then no disadvantage.
Okay. That's a little bit better than last time. 28.
28. Okay.
This poor kobold having to deal with all these 20-somethings.
So Kiki just slides out of frame and then back into frame with her
She's got
back
this bowling ball in her
behind
hands.
her. And she just quietly gives the rest of the party a thumbs up.
You know, it's a good thing that I got advantage because my first roll was an at one.
Woo!
Anyways, Knight is just kind of squinting up at you, Noel. And he says,
What did Mazaxis want? I am very busy trying to repair his tomb.
Noel, seeing that Kiki kind of settled into the room and then came back out. It's like, you know what? Just wanted an update on what you were up to. I
Isn't
think
you all this way just to ask? Why did not you ask me?
Because you were
Well-
busy. No.
you were busy. Also, you know, our cleric here is very in tune with the draconic spirits from above. And, you know, they have conversations with all sorts of really powerful dragons and stuff. So, you know, this is a pretty
all
common
kinds
thing.
of dragons, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, very impressive.
But hey,
Where is this high priest?
they're
Wait.
standing right next to me. I pulled them over to me.
Wait,
Right.
I was like, does he sounds like he sounds freaking like, oh right.
Oh,
All these dragons.
Oh, all the dragons
Must feel
talk to
so
this
good to
one.
have the fucking dragons talk to you.
How special for you.
he just kind of like cranes his neck, trying to like look up into the mask, like trying to get a read on whoever's in there.
Thank God I have a mask on.
After a moment of staring up at you and kind of like taking you in, Burberry, he does take like a small step back and just kind of straightens up a little bit.
Actually, it depends if you like that. Oh,
The hat?
yes.
I have a spare. You
Like, and Burberry
Yeah,
offers
Burberry
him
does have a
his
spare.
spare hat.
Do you?
Give him a spare hat.
He takes the hat and is just like,
Oh,
He's probably very pleased by the fact that it fits, even though it looks bigger.
Oh,
I mean,
my-
it does, like, it fits a kobold's head, and, I mean, he sets it down on his head, and it just kind of, like, spreads his arms out a bit, just starting to get some, like, size to him, you know, with this thing and his silhouette.
it's like, this is very nice.
Oh my god, I didn't think he could cuter.
Your offering to my work has been noted. My thanks to you, High Priest.
They bow their hatted heads back at each other.
Yes.
Well, good luck with all the necromancy stuff.
Mm.
That was
If
everything.
Mazaxis contacts you again, Tell him I'm right here. Knows where to
Absolutely. Hey,
find
we
me.
didn't know until we came here, so, you know. Next time, make sure we pass that along to him. Right, High Priest?
Yeah, Burberry just nods, trying not to give away the game.
You may go.
Thank
He
you.
picks up his little hook.
We are honored. Good luck. Enjoy your hat. You look really cute in it.
There's just like a over his shoulder as you close the door behind you. Yeah, you close the door on that conversation and head back towards the main chamber.
Okay, well.
And Kiki just pulls out this third stone.
Dungeon completed, I guess.
Days later.
Oh, what the fuck?
Make sure we close all the doors on the way out.
So, as you guys regroup in this chamber, you have the third keystone. Professor Hoosier is probably very excited to see it.
Probably. That went well.
Better than I thought it would.
It did go better than
Sorry
I
to
thought it
rub
would.
you into that suddenly, Burberry, but
I
it was the
admit
first
I
thing I thought of.
was surprised. Although, I have to give him serious props. Being able to raise the dead is very difficult.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about how powerful that kobold might actually be.
I mean, you probably wouldn't be if he weren't also insane.
He's a little loony.
I do hope he hasn't been using that undead kobold as a... Oh, what is it called? Wilson?
Like a friend.
Yeah.
I have a hunch that may be part of his MO. Okay, well, we've probably got a little bit of time before that bites us in the ass. I guess we should try and place these stones probably next session.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. If we want to call it here, then we can pick up next time. It is roughly noon today on Cairn the 48th.
I think we need to take a long rest before we try to open that thing.
Yeah.
I would agree. Also, just for funsies, this is gonna sound so cruel, but I don't want to do it permanently. But I feel like we should stone shape those doors closed.
I don't have any more.
Oh, well, we can do it tomorrow.
Ooh.
just to make sure that he doesn't send a fucking horde of undead kobolds at us.
Yeah, no, I used my last one to close the
Actually, what I could do is
flaming skulls away.
we could set up our Liamon's tiny hut right in front of that door.
Sure, did
Just
you
in
know?
case, you know, he tries to send a horde of kobolds at us in the night or something. Just prepping in case of things, you know.
Sure.
But we'll figure that out next time.
Okay. Can we get an MVP vote for the session?
I'll vote for Burberry. I appreciate that you were thinking about the morals of the situation.
Being in character, no
Lord
matter how much
knows
it annoys
nobody
me.
else was.
I'm good with Burberry.
I'm
Aw,
down for Burberry.
thanks, guys.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Take your RP, you degenerate.
Degenerate?
An anti-degenerate, I guess.
Oh.
in this case.
Burberry was a degenerate.
The least degenerate member of the party today.
Excuse me?
Like Barnaby got Employer of the Month 50 months in a row and he lost it finally.
Lost it once. He gets salty.